right back down the other side. How far will you go? With no guarantee, you know.
Welcome in, folks, to your midweek show live from Manchester Airport 757, rolling on the runway. Let's kick the show off with this, and we'll get the ball rolling just in time. Here we go. Not a bad way to start a show at all, that is it. 757 blasting off on single runway ups out to Antalya.
Amazing.
And Alpha Juliet on the reg of that one, 33 years old. that 7.5. But with the midweek show, as quite regularly now on our midweek show, we have a special guest with us. Hello.
Hello.
Does anybody recognise that voice in the chat? Maybe give them more than one word. You can give them a clue.
Do you know what? I can't even think of my own intro.
You do your own.
I just couldn't think of it then.
You have your own live show of sorts.
I do
maybe drop some hints about that.
So, for those that might not know, I host the Departure Lounge podcast, which both Martin and Andy have had the pleasure of being on, or displeasure, depending on how you look at it.
We told you it was a pleasure. That's all that matters.
Could be a lie. But no, it's been, so we do the podcast and we do lots of things. We do game shows, we do like a Rate My Livery type of show where 10 liveries are picked by our guests and the crowd get to be as savage as they like and disagree or agree with their choices. Other than that, really, we do flight sim stuff as well, not on the serious level, so we tend to have a bit of fun with that. But other than that, it's pretty much awesome. What we do. So yeah.
Well, there you go. So Tom from the Departure Lounge podcast. Make sure you're following his YouTube channel, guys. Subscribe to it. We're going to be sharing links for him in the chat all the way through. It's the Departure Lounge, dude, says Tony. Yes, and as Tom said, he interviews various guests on the show, some in aviation, some not, some fans like us. And it's just a really super positive podcast-style show. And no doubt we'll be talking a lot more about that as we roll into the show. So Tom's going to be joining us for the next few hours. We're going to be bringing you, as always, all the aviation action up until about 7 p.m. tonight. We will be wrapping up on time today with some pretty heavy rain forecast towards the end of today's show. But there's plenty of movements to come during the show as well. And a lot of support actually coming in before we went live today. So a massive thank you to Jeanette Burns for 17 months of Airliners Live crew seat membership. Thank you very, very much. Alec Poulter, thank you very much for the full 1 year. There you go, dude, with the 12 months red tail badge in the chat. Thank you very, very much for the year of membership. Joan sending in an awesome £10 donation. Thank you very much, Joan. Celebrating the gold tail badge. That looks absolutely fantastic, Joan. Thank you very, very much. Kerry Keeley, another year getting in a tail badge. Thank you so much, Kerry. Congratulations on the 1 year. And Bernard, thank you very much for the €2 donation. That's us caught up on some awesome support to kick the show off. So I guess numero uno, favourite airliner?
No, 757, 100%.
Got to be, hasn't it?
Yeah, 100%.
Absolutely. Well, at least we got one out at the beginning of the show. We don't have to worry anymore about that.
No. Best place to do spotting for 757s, I think.
Absolutely. Yeah, Manchester's a great spot for it. It's we're pretty fortunate, aren't we, with the 75s?
Yeah, before we went live, we were just talking about Heathrow and how you don't really see 757s there as much as you get some awesome different aircraft there. Here at Manchester, we're so lucky to see the classic airliners on a regular basis.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's one thing that Heathrow doesn't have for it. Like, we were talking off air about variety, which Manchester has. Heathrow, not so much, because it's all very samey.
Yeah, it is. But, I mean, wouldn't we all love to have that many heavies on Manchester, though? It certainly has its positives. But for us, we're massive Manchester Airport fans. And like you say, I think it's the variety more than anything. Like, we just seen there the BizJet just arrive. We just saw the Qatar triple depart just before we managed to get live. Now we've got an A320 on the runway, 2 757s. It's just a great, really good balance of aircraft. And then obviously we got the prop aircraft as well, I think, which you can see literally next on the approach. So we're getting the variety out of the way within the first 5 minutes, guys. So in 10 minutes time, you might as well all just go and watch Coronation Street, because you've literally seen everything we have to offer. But even more support coming in. I will try and keep up to date with this, guys, because I know we were offline for a little while, so you guys are trying to get your support in there. Some cameraman called Andy B for 32 months. No idea who he is.
32 months?
Is it Mo?
What a legend.
What a guy. What a main guy.
He'll have a Wookiee badge soon.
He will. Mike Flynn. 20 months of Airliners Live membership, watching in a rainy North Wales. Well, it's on the way to us, mate. It is on the way, Mike. Thank you very, very much. John Pheasant, 37 months. What an absolute G. And Practically Geek, thank you very much for gifting an Airliners Live membership, dude. Really appreciate that. Diane Robertson returning for 2. Oh, guys, I need to take a break. I can't talk over break. Stand by. It's just flooding in.
CF56 engines on this EasyJet A320 with the sharklets as well.
Yeah, that's in from Palmer. Nice flight for that one. Of about 2.5 hours. And Malky gifting 5.
Whoa.
Airliners Live.
5.
Thank you very, very much, dude. Really appreciate that. Wayne also returning for 39 months. That is a long, long, long time. Mixter with the 11 months, saying keep up the good work, only a month away from the red tail. And long-time channel supporter Mr. Tony P. Also gifting 5 Airliners Live memberships. Guys, slow down. I need to speak to Tom. Just hold on a minute. But yeah, it was. We really do appreciate all your support, and Tony returning for 20 months, executive club member as well. Saying thanks for all the great shows, getting better all the time. Thank you, dude. Really appreciate that. And we met you guys at Task Fair, didn't we, as well, on the weekend?
Yeah,
thanks for popping over and saying hello.
That's right. I had been sort of recommended to come up and have a look at it, and so I thought, well, why not take some time off work, and absolutely loved it. And it was, like I say, a pleasure to meet you in person. Like I say, we've done it over the podcast and stuff, but to meet you in person and stuff has been it's been nice.
Yeah, it's awesome. Really good to meet you guys, and yeah, get on the show as well. It's good because we do like having guests on the Wednesday show because it's kind of like a little bit more relaxed, and a bit more of a chilled vibe, and it's just a great time just to have a chat and enjoy some planes as well. So. And talking of which, probably the noisiest one we're going to see today, and from Belfast, the ATR 72 600. Lingus operating for Emerald Airlines in from Belfast, and just touching down the 737 MAX G-Top R-Top. That's in from Dalaman, and good to see TUI operating those as well. We are starting to see quite a few more Maxes at Manchester these days, especially with Ryanair as well.
Yeah, we are.
It's really, really good to see, and massive thanks to Sue Lawson for 34 months first class membership. Can't believe how these months have passed. Love the channel, thank you very much. And Bobby Tetlow MCFC returning for 6 months, half a year, saying I can't believe you caught my departure to Kos on the 767. Nice one, dude. Hope you enjoyed it. Certainly a nice flight.
Yeah, Ryanair UK still yet to get the Maxes in their fleet, or what would they call the 8200. Yeah. But Ryanair, the Ireland subsidiary division, whatever you call it, DAC, they've got plenty of them now. We see them all the time here at Manchester. It felt like it was only like a year ago that they were like super rare. It's really changing really quick. And the NGs are getting the retrofitted wing added onto it, really, the split scimitars.
Trying to catch out the streamers.
That's it, yeah.
Calling them on that from a distance.
Yeah.
But going back to the departure lounge then, mate, when did it start? How did you, what made you decide you wanted to do that?
So probably from, I think about March 2021, I think. There have been plans to put it into place. I've been filming videos like, you would do.
Yeah.
And then with the whole thing that happened, the the one that we'd like to try and forget about now.
Yeah.
With all that, that's the one. With all that happening, it was kind of like, okay, we can't get out to do anything. What's the next best thing? I know what. Let's see if we can try and run like a podcast. So we did. We started it. Did it purely through the voice side of things. We weren't quite sure how it would turn out. And then we moved to like the video concept. And since then, it's just become what it is.
Weekly thing. And you do it every single week?
Every single week, every Sunday, apart from the last 2 Sundays because I haven't been there. So. But yeah, every Sunday it's on.
And for people who haven't seen it before, what sort of guests do you get on? What sort of things do you get up to on that?
Bit of a mixture, really. Apart from yourselves, we've had the likes of Noel Phillips, Jeb Brooks, Jeremy Spake, for those that remember the old airport series on BBC. And then, like I say, it's open to everybody. So anyone that wants to come on and have a voice and declare their love for aviation in any way, shape or form, go for it. We welcome anybody. You don't have to be massive celebrity or whatever. If you're just a fan and you take photos, drop me a message and come on.
Amazing. And Andy, we're going to halt the show.
I just seen that.
We're going to halt the show, guys, for some huge news.
Try to ring me. So I was like, that's very unusual. But do you want to read it out? Because you're the bing bonger.
Samantha applied for a job at Barton Aerodrome to join the fire department team there, and she's just got the job.
Nice.
Absolutely 10 out of 10, guys. Fill the chat with celebration emotes in the chat.
That's amazing.
That is that is the dream job right there.
Yeah, she is perfectly suitable for that role. I put a word in, obviously. We're quite friendly with Barton, but obviously there's a lot of people who have applied, and I'm completely considerate to the other applications. So I was saying, obviously it's not a big urgency that she gets the job, but she is obviously someone who's very passionate and would love the role. And he said, okay, well, we'll put you through the regular process. She had an interview yesterday, and there she goes. She put it in the chat that she actually got the job.
Nice one, Sam. That's great.
That's
news.
Amazing.
That's awesome. Nice one. Well happy for that, because that seemed like, for me, looking for Nowside in like the perfect job for like your situation, where you're living, what you want to be doing.
Yeah,
that's really good.
So there you go. Sam will be working for the Barton Aerodrome Fire and Rescue Team.
Nice.
What a cool job.
And thank you very much for the fact. Should we give you a bing bong as well for that? There you go. Have a nice bing bong. There you go. Congratulations. When do you start? They're going to just get you in tomorrow? I mean, you're there anyway. Nice one, Sam.
That's amazing.
And Sasha, thank you very much for the £5 donation, saying hi Martin, Andy and Matt, if he's there. Sorry, yes, Matt is here in the background actually with us today. I'm currently watching from A&E. I hope you're well, Sasha. I hope you get well soon. And how was the task fair? We will definitely get on to the task fair very, very soon. Yeah, we've got a lot of stories to tell, haven't we? And stick around, guys, because we got a lot to talk about today. Yeah, I feel slightly overwhelmed by the amount of things we've got to talk about. Yeah, we haven't streamed since this time last week. And sadly, Henry wasn't live on Thursday either. That's another thing. That's another thing we've got to talk about. So yeah, guys, stick around. Got pen and paper. I was literally saying to Tom before we went live, we don't have anything strict to talk about here. Just the usual PG, nothing too controversial. Unless it's pineapple on pizza. No swearing unless you're in Don't start that. We have enough of that on the channel already. And now we've come online and we're like, you know what? We've got loads to talk about, guys. So sit tight. Yeah, well, yeah, I'm a bit overwhelmed too, actually. Yeah, I'm going to halt reading the support, guys, because I really want to. What should we start with? Should crack on with the show, but should we pick? I mean, Tom, obviously the guest today. Yeah, we got Tom with us today. I want to spend a lot of time talking to Tom, so let me, if you don't mind, Tom. Yeah, go for it. Just blast through these subjects really quick, so we can just focus on the show. So, Twitch crew, listen up, Twitch crew. We have significantly reduced the adverts on Twitch. You are only going to get a 30-second advert every half an hour if you are not a paying supporter on Twitch. So your experience should be a million times better. Share the stream around, get your friends in, check your Twitch primes. If you can support the channel, obviously the channel's losing a huge amount on ad revenue there, so if you can support the channel, we'd really appreciate it. But all we ask at the moment, just share the streams around and let's make it a super, super hype place to be. Henry, I'm going to run through this one really quick as well. As you guys know, we tuned in on Thursday. We couldn't get him live. That's because his live stream encoder refused to power up. We have had a look at it. We can't fix it. So that's being sent off for repair. So I'm sorry, guys, but that means Vancouver is probably going to be offline at least for 3 weeks.
Yes. We may have some substitutes in the place of Thursday evening here and there.
Yeah, we'll do our best to at least bring you something, guys. If it's an extra flight sim show, if we can do an extra show at some point, but I'm sorry, but there's no Vancouver until we get the unit back. Yeah, it is what it is. So that's Vancouver. The other topics are a bit too big to just brush past them, so we'll leave them for a little bit.
Yeah, they were like the announcements, weren't they?
Yeah. I will say a massive, massive thank you to our friend Beljuice, who sent an extremely generous 10 Airliners Live gifted memberships to the community. Thank you so much, mate. It was great to see you on the Task Fair weekend.
Yes.
It was awesome to catch up with you, mate. And I was super proud of you, dude, as well, for seeing you interacting with loads of people. I know that's not something you're super comfortable with, but yeah, I saw you just getting around. You even got a hug off Jenny as well. I think she did pre-warn you, but there you go, nice one. And a massive, massive thank you to Owen J, returning premium economy member. Debbie with the £5 donation saying, hey Tom, and guys, and Terry also congratulating Sam with a £5 donation as well. Thank you very, very much. So, obviously, you're into the podcast and everything like that. Do you do photography, videography as well, you said?
Yeah, a bit of both. Every now and again. Because of where I live, it can be difficult. So the nearest airport's to me are about an hour or so away. So you've got to be able to kind of plan it.
Yeah.
So especially for this trip here, I've mainly done photography, but on the odd occasion I've done the video side of things. Went to the Air Tattoo last week, something like that, last week. Filmed all that, videos on the channel, and now it's do some photography and get some stuff out there. So mix up a little bit.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah,
awesome.
And whereabouts are you based? Are you based near any airports in particular?
So the nearest sort of, and I put it in air quotes, major airport to me would be either Exeter or Newquay, which I'm literally smack bang in the middle of.
Okay. So you came a long way to get here today.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
So so the biggest one is Bristol, which is 2 hours. So access to major airports and stuff is not great.
You're really in a place where there's no sort of really big international airports, whereas us, we're quite fortunate. We have Manchester, Birmingham, and East Mids are not that far away. We've got Liverpool as well, and when in your position, it's like you've really got to travel for some big planes, right?
Got to put the work in. Yeah,
I heard Bristol did get a lot of movements during the last few years of because we put it on Twitter actually. What's your local airport like? And I think it was one of your friends who are based near Bristol saying that they had, I think, A340s. Did I hear rightly, or am I confusing that for something else?
Probably A330s, I think, and that was due to one of the, I think it's either Champions League final or something like that.
Right. Okay.
So Bristol got a lot of traffic.
So you can get some charter movements in there that
absolutely
are pretty big.
Nice. Are we going to get a howl off this? Let's see.
Yeah. She's teetering. I think she's just got to idle, isn't she?
The problem is with them, they just idle taxi everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. That's what we wanted. Little howl.
Little baby howl.
We got a little one.
There you go.
Yes.
Mate, they are something else.
Mate, is he watching Airliners Live in there?
Retention City, that.
Mate, he was keeping us waiting.
Did you guys notice as well that Jet 273 going out had the split scimitar winglets as well, which on the .com livery, I think looks really nice.
I completely missed that.
Yeah, it was as you were chatting, so I didn't want to interrupt. But we will see it taking off in a moment.
Oh, good. Well, I'll take a picture of it then.
Yeah,
that'll rotate late as well.
It looks so nice. It reminds me of like the Jet 275, LSAB with the winglets.
Yeah,
it's like a similar vibe.
What's your thoughts on the 220 then? You a fan?
Big fan.
Big fan.
Big fan.
Yep.
Yes.
Big turbo fan.
Quite literally.
Zing. Yeah, no, big fan. Big fan of the A320.
I think Niels almost ended up on one yesterday when he had to take a diversion home when his EasyJet flight to Amsterdam was cancelled, and sadly I think it changed to an Air France Hop Embraer, but
what a shame.
That would have been good. Yeah.
What a downgrade.
I think it was originally an A220.
Yeah, that was a little treat. That usually they vacate fast enough where they literally just taxi in on idle, and they give it a little burst as you get around the corner. So that's how it is. Absolutely not, Sarah. No, just the chat is flying by at 1,000,000 miles an hour. You just got to bear that in mind. We're currently watching 4 chats, and they're all flying past at 1,000,000 miles an hour. Yeah,
we're live for a few hours though, guys. So stick around. Like I said, a lot to talk about, and a lot of time to talk with you guys. TUI Airbus A320 taxiing in.
And Sharon saying that Bristol is her nearest airport as well. So what would like a normal spotting trip be for you then? Are you kind of like beeline into Heathrow, or have you got a soft spot for Manchester?
Always got a soft spot for Manchester, and that's not because I'm here. No, it's certainly my second sort of proper visit up this way. So last time I came here was 2018, something like that, and we were over on the south side in very similar weather to what we've got at the moment, but a lot worse. So that was always a memorable trip.
You're all good, it's only about don't worry.
But yeah, so did that, and always got a soft spot, because I think like we were talking about off air, it caters for spotters very, very well. And even if you're bringing children and stuff, you can see, playgrounds and things like that. There's lots of things for people to do here.
That's true, yeah. And even if
on the south side as well, you've got like the super close-up departures as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Unrivaled in the UK.
On the weekend, like obviously we went out on the Sunday. We were tempted to go south side, but the weather was awful. It was heavy rain, and we went to the airport pub, and even that, like, you can sit indoors, and you got like the shelters there outside. And then here at the Mound, at the RVP, you've got the kind of shelters there too. So even if the weather's sour, you can still have a good time. And
yeah, that's what I kind of like about the RVP is it is like a community vibe as well. Like on a Sunday, we always see like the same guys congregating under there, like having their meetups and that, and it just kind of like brings everyone together, I think.
Yeah, not many people know this maybe, but like on the Sunday, like Sam and Dakota come with me every single Sunday these days. And they just like vibe up on the Mound. They've got like a lot of friends now, and yeah, like you said, regular people who show up. And like when it comes to photography, yeah, we're looking at the same angle, but there's always different planes. Every day there seems to be like a special livery in or a change of airframe that make it a bit more interesting. And then you're seeing such a huge amount of planes as well. Like you're getting, she collects regs, for example, so she's ticking regs off all day long, and it becomes a big deal.
And now even with STS involved as well, we're seeing little special movements here and there as well, which is really cool.
Yeah, we caught on Wednesday last week, didn't we? That Salem Air, was it? Or Salem Air?
Yeah. In much nicer conditions than this.
That was a gorgeous evening, that.
Yeah, we were just vibing out, taking pictures.
Yeah.
The problem is with this evening slot is when the weather's nice, we just don't present.
Yeah.
We just take pictures and that's it. So what are like the main movements in and out of Bristol, or I mean I know Newquay and stuff is like prop stuff, isn't it? With
pretty much. So Newquay has expanded with airlines. I think there's something like 12 or 13 airlines that will be in during the summer. So you've got your Scandinavians, which will probably be like CRJs, Eurowings, because it's very popular with German tourists. So they operate a couple of flights. Edelweiss will go in. British Airways with a shuttle.
Must be a shuttle, that, wasn't it?
It's about 40 minutes or so.
40
minutes.
Wow.
From Heathrow to Newquay.
Wow.
Yeah, and
It's longer
about an
than
hour
Manchester.
at the most. Yeah. So it's a nice little connection. But we lost that when Flybe, unfortunately, left us. And yeah, so a lot of, it's almost like, I think for the Southwest, not to go into too much detail, but like I think the Southwest has kind of been left behind a little bit because you don't have too many connections, which is I think what Aer Lingus Regional and that are trying to bring back up again with flights to Dublin and connect to America from there sort of thing.
Yeah,
because Newquay, especially during 2020 and 2021, was pretty huge, wasn't it? Because obviously you got like Cornwall, and people like the kind of regional, especially during the travel disruptions and stuff, just to getting away to somewhere maybe a little bit warmer than here, but probably not massively.
Not that much.
Yeah,
not by much. Yes, and I mean we had the British Airways 747s come in to Newquay to meet their demise, unfortunately, and drew out a huge crowd because obviously people hadn't been able to get out for the be able to plane spot or anything else like that. And it's obviously an ex-RAF base, so you still get a lot of like C-17s and stuff go in and do some training and stuff like that.
A bit of military going in.
Still a little bit of military, yeah. Even like Canadian, and I'll probably get roasted for this if I get it wrong. I'm going to go with Orions, the P3 Orions. They've probably got a different name. It might be Aurora or something. But you get those go in quite regularly as well. So.
And you got Spaceport Cornwall there now as well, which is an exciting prospect.
Yes, so with that expansion, it brings a lot of opportunities for jobs and things like that, and it will open up a bit more traffic, and it will increase in airlines, for example, going, we'll start more flights because people want to come in, and you never know who will turn up.
If you want a job, streaming some space stuff for us, you've got my DMs, you know what it is.
Yeah, we obviously did a stream of the Virgin Orbit 747 launch, but I know it wasn't successful. It was dark. It was kind of the elements were against us.
I think now that they've gone, we can be pretty honest that was a pretty terrible job they did of the broadcast.
Pretty much.
I think
it wasn't great. It could have definitely been done a lot better.
Yeah, obviously it's a start-up, but they definitely have financial backing. And you look at SpaceX, and obviously NASA too, but SpaceX in particular, like their live streams are just unbelievable. The production on them, like even down to like mixing in the live crowd reactions and things, is just epic.
Yeah. And even saying if you turned up in shorts again.
Yes, I have.
Yes, he has. Yeah, I can confirm the shorts are on.
Don't go anywhere without them. Can't wear long trousers. Can't do it.
You just don't wear them.
No,
never.
I don't. Not for work purposes. I think like it's just for me more comfortable if I'm at work.
Yeah.
But like I don't know. I prefer shorts,
even if it's freezing.
Yep.
Like Steve from TAS, aren't you? Like
there's a guy who does a commentary here. And you know when it's really bad weather because he doesn't have shorts on.
That's like really bad. That's like negative
We're talking
10.
like 2 or 3 days a year.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to be best friends then.
Yeah. There you go. You fit right in.
Who's that? Someone shouting?
I think that 7.3 with the split scimitar winglets is going to be next to depart as well.
Yeah, behind a Jet 2. And there's also, pinging up in signature, a Raven Air Pilatus PC-12 in a really nice livery as well. Nice blue and orange scheme on that PC-12 there, heading out to Belfast.
Nice.
I want to get out pretty quick in that before the weather sets in. I know they climb at quite a nice rate, get above them clouds.
Well, this morning it felt quite okay, didn't it? Like, it was a bit chilly. Like, I was outside having my breakfast, but it was chilly, like. And but the sun was out, so it makes a huge difference. And now it's just, what is this? Like,
yeah, this is. Because I was saying to Andy this morning when I looked at the weather, it said it was going to be dry all day, and at 4 o'clock,
I kind of didn't believe you.
The rain was going to start.
Yeah,
like literally as we go live, and I'm not joking. As we came out of our office to get in the car, I felt like the first drop.
Yeah,
as far as like, there you go, mate. What did I say?
The universe was just like, "Yep, you're going to stream, are you?"
Yeah, you wish.
Have this. Dunk.
But thank you very much for all the support, guys. I'll be honest, I'm really struggling to keep up with the amount of support you're sending in today. A huge thank you to everyone who is sending in recommitments today, guys. Thank you very much for that.
We've only been away a week.
I know. I'm just going to say a mass thank you to everybody who has supported the channel during today's stream so far. Thank you very much, guys. I'm not going to read through every single one just right now, just because we're we're struggling to keep up at the moment, but thank you so much. And thank you to everybody who came down to the TAS Fair as well.
Yeah.
It's great to meet you all. We'll talk about that, but let's get this Jet 2 out. I want to get a picture of this as well.
Yeah, we can tell you some stories around that, and obviously a big happy birthday, or belated birthday now, obviously, to John Fezzer, who celebrated his birthday on the day of the TAS Fair for us, the 22nd.
Yeah, and Mr. Matthew Smith, who was a couple of days before, wasn't
Yeah. Was that Wednesday battle?
He's 21 again, guys.
Yay!
Oh, 22. You added a year on this year.
Here goes the Jet 2 with the split scimitar winglets. Lovely to see. Let us know in the chat what you think about this little addition to the aircraft. Just a little addition to the winglets, but I think it makes a big difference in the overall nature of the aesthetics.
Oh, this Jet 2 Holidays is going to block it.
Oh, hello. Not too bad. A great view there of the split scimitar winglets.
I just managed to get the pan in just before the Jet 2.
Nice.
We'll see if any of it's actually in focus. Oh yeah, we got it.
Awesome.
Got it. Cooking on gas.
Got another turboprop airliner coming in next. Looks like another ATR 72. Could be a 42 actually.
Okay, nice. Those neither of those batteries charged.
Lovely.
Yay, I've got no batteries, guys. Got 7% on the camera.
There you go. Yeah, you have to be like Sam on the weekend to pick and choose.
Yeah. Ah, well, never mind. To be honest, I feel too busy today to even take pictures anyway. We'll rely on Mr. Matt Smith, who's hanging out the window. See, mate, if you had a Sony, you could have borrowed me a lens there. Battery there. Hopefully Qatar brings their A350 to Manchester soon. I don't think it's planned anymore, that.
Yeah.
I think that kind of got left behind.
It was a bit temporary almost, wasn't it?
Yeah, it is new, Blaze. We've not seen it before today either, dude.
Logan Air ATR 72 coming in here. More props.
All the props. Welcome in, Twitch crew. Mehmet, great to see you. Funk, how are you doing? Stickback and Pumpkin all in now. Welcome in, Twitch crew.
Welcome, welcome.
Get that chat nice and busy, guys. We're keeping an eye on the chat as well today. I didn't click go live on Facebook, so they've missed our mission.
You need to schedule it, right?
I did.
Oh, nice.
I just didn't hit go live.
Okay. There we go. There's that Pilatus, by the way, that you were talking about. G. Lusso. Gorgeous. That is so good.
Nice scheme, that, isn't it? Something a bit different.
Very pretty. Another Jet 2737 on the roll.
About to costs. So you're into simming, you said, as well. MSFS, I assume.
Of course.
Is it something you're trying to do a lot of, or are you trying to get into it, or are you just doing it casually?
Just on a casual basis, really. I've been flight simming since I can remember, really. I think the first one I owned was Flight Sim 98.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
and then took a massive break from it, and then got back into it around the Flight Sim 2004.
What was 98 like? Because I think I had 2004 was the first one.
At the time,
Yeah.
wonderful. Now,
Yeah.
not so good.
Yeah.
And I just love that guy's thing here that says his username is changing my name to whatever guys says in the comments. I want you to change your name to world's biggest Airliners live fan.
There you go.
There you go. That is your next challenge. I have challenged you live on stream. But yeah, that's I'm really into my simming, as is John. Obviously, he does the streams for us. And we've just started a virtual airline, actually.
Oh, lovely.
We don't announce that on stream.
We've not announced it on stream. It is now live, guys. You can go and join it. Links will be in the chat. And yeah, if you fancy joining, doing a little cheeky flight for us.
Yeah, join the Airliners Live Airline as a pilot.
Yes.
It's like a little community thing, just to get people flying together and
Yeah.
You get extra points if you fly with friends and stuff. So
I think if anyone that's watched the streams and stuff and is watching because they know I'm here, will probably tell you I should probably stay away.
I mean, it's not really, even if you're not amazing, it's still worth getting involved.
That's what I mean. We're not strict with the flights. I mean, I think the only thing that gets rejected is if you land at like minus 600 feet per minute or something crazy.
And you'd know about it if you did that.
Just wait for the comments. They'll still tell me to stay away.
Yeah, so me and Sam have just downloaded it as well, so we're going to get on it. We've made our accounts. It's free to make an account, and the sooner you make an account, the better, because you get a nice low number on your call sign. So I think Sam's number 15 and I'm number 16. I assume, Martin, you're like number 1 or something.
I'm number 2, unfortunately, because they forced number 1 on the bot that kind of works, so I was a bit gutted about that. But am I number 2 or number 3? I can't remember.
You can pick any aircraft, right? Or a big selection, right?
Yeah, we've added like the major carriers to it, so you can fly the A320, the 320neo, 737, 800, 900, ATR 72, 42, A330neo, triple, and anything else I'm sure John will tell me. But yeah, we've added tons of routes out of Manchester, and we've also added bases across Europe, so we've connected all our bases as well. I think there's hundreds of routes in the system now to get started with. But if you do want to join, guys, if you are into your flight simulation, please come and join the Airliners Live Discord. We've got social voice rooms in there. We're all flying together, we're all enjoying it. So if you are into your flight simulation and you're a bit of a better pilot than Tom, links are in the chat.
Doesn't take much.
So you're intriguing me now to go and check your flight sim streams on the channel.
There are one or two that are quite good.
You want to share with the group?
There's normally 1 or 2 that are quite good, which is a rarity, I think. And always have, like, at the end, when people are trying to guess what the feet per minute rating is, and it's like you can either guess it'll be good or it could be horrific, and about 9 times out of 10 everyone's like, you're gonna crash it.
Yeah. So do you fly with controller or do you have a joystick? Or?
Joystick.
Yeah, I've got a joystick.
Yeah, okay. Joystick. A Thrustmaster, I believe.
Good choice.
Nothing too fancy, because
I fly with a Thrustmaster. Absolutely nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong. It does the job.
Absolutely.
So yeah, all good. But yeah, I think my favourite to fly at the moment on it is probably the PMDG 737.
Good lad.
Yeah.
My favourite at the minute as well.
Yeah, big fan.
Yeah, I'm doing a lot of flying at that. It's great. It's really well modelled as well, which is the main thing. So, are you kind of like starting cold and dark, or are you starting with engines?
Cold and dark.
Oh, so so your level of like simming is relatively high.
Yeah, I don't start on the runway.
Yeah, spawning in on the active runway.
Who does that?
Join that sim straight away.
Yeah, no, from cold and dark. But I work off of what they call a functional checklist, as opposed to literally clicking every single button.
Yeah.
As long as the aircraft is up and running, that's what matters.
Yeah, I don't do a checklist at all.
All right, just click and
I just
hope for the best.
Mate.
Just wing it.
But it was no, that's good. I think you definitely should get yourself signed up, mate. And then potentially you could do your flights on the airline, and we can make a little event every time you're doing your stream one, and people can fly along and get extra points for flying with you. There you go.
There you go.
Easy. Aer Lingus ATR 72 just landed here. This will be in from Dublin.
Nice prop plane. Welcome, Facebook crew. Hope you're doing well. Nice to see you all, guys. How are you all doing?
Plenty of volume on that ATR as per usual. Looks like another Boeing just emerging from the soup. But yeah, in all fairness, though, I really enjoyed the TAS memorabilia fair this weekend. As you know, there was no stream on Sunday, but we actually did record a video offline that I'm in the process of editing, and to be fair, we'll probably have that up by tomorrow. We got challenged, and the general public have been challenged too by the Manchester Flight Sim Centre, which is based at Barton Aerodrome here in Manchester. And the challenge is landing at Kai Tak Airport in Hong Kong, which I know doesn't exist anymore, but it used to have a very challenging approach. And 4 of us landed. You'll get to see in the video who was successful. Martin was first, then Feza, Niels had a go, and Sam had a go too. So the video will be up tomorrow.
Yeah, it was good fun. Really good fun.
Yeah, I'll put that on the Airline as a live channel, I think. Best place for that.
Miss Glamour, thank you very much for gifting an Airliners Live membership. Welcome back, British Raven, for 10 months. Shout out to the VIP chat. And Chrissy B, thank you very much for gifting an Airliners Live membership and for also gifting a huge supply of Henry Westerns to us at the task fair. We have been slowly making our way through that. Thank you so much, Chrissy. It's very generous of you, everything you do for us at the task fair.
Very kind. Good to see you.
As long as my landing isn't in it, says John. Listen, your landing is in it, mate. As is mine. Hannah Stafford, good afternoon to you. Hello. And for those just joining, a very warm welcome to the Midweek show. We've got with us Tom from the Departure Lounge podcast today. He's our guest on today's show. If you do want to go and check out what his channel's all about, links will be in the chat. Go and subscribe if you can, guys. And what days do you go live, Tom?
So the scheduling is normally Tuesday, Thursday for the flight sim.
Yeah.
Saturday night, just as a bit of a chill sort of evening on the flight sim again, and Sunday is when the actual podcast / whatever we decide to do that week.
Perfect.
Takes place.
You're very busy then.
Very well, yeah, very busy.
And you do all that around your kind of day job, or?
Oh yes, I do. Yeah, not easy, but especially with the job that I do, my finishing times are never set. So it's one of those things you're literally racing home, or you have to literally just push it back 24 hours, or don't do it at all.
It is what it is. Yeah, yes. I remember those days well. We'd literally come straight from work to the airport.
Yes.
Do a stream, get home at like 8 o'clock at night, and then cook food, go to bed, and then go back to work.
Yeah,
it's pretty rushed, but it's a lot nicer now. It really is. We're really, really lucky.
Still just as busy though,
if not more so, I would say.
Yeah.
And William on Facebook saying, love watching these videos here in Missouri, USA. Thank you for sharing them, eh? Welcome in, William. And just to let you guys know on Facebook, if you can, guys, search for Airliners Live on YouTube. We are live there now with thousands of viewers. That's where you'll find the majority of our community. So if you do want to get more involved in our awesome community, we definitely recommend you checking out our YouTube channel. We are live there now. And we may get lucky with a head-on of this TUI Dreamliner here.
Ooh, maybe. She's hitting the brakes all right.
There it is.
Yes.
Absolutely. So did you buy yourself anything from the task fair? Anything in particular?
Certainly did. Bought a few safety cards.
Yeah.
One off of Sam.
Nice.
And also a Chinook audio panel from Sam as well.
So cool, nice.
Yo, that's
Sam
epic.
did not tell me to get that.
Yeah, she had a couple of Chinook parts and Herc parts as well. I said they were going to be extra popular, and I think she sold out of all the Herc parts.
Wow.
Which I can imagine why.
Hey, and Sonny, thank you very much for subscribing to the channel for 21 months and joining the show from a very hot Mallorca. I bet it's sweltering over there at the moment. Thank you very much for supporting the channel. Don't forget, Twitch crew, we have massively reduced the ads on the channel to make sure you enjoy the streams and get involved in the chat. Try and improve that viewing experience for you guys over there.
Yeah.
And if you can support the channel by checking those Twitch primes or by gifting some memberships, we'd really appreciate it on the Twitch channel. We want to try and build that community back up a little bit as well. Sandro tuning in from Switzerland, and Matthew watching live from a very scorching hot Crete, chilling by the pool with a pint.
Lovely.
Matthew sounds like a plan to me, mate. That jet to up to Fuerteventura. Flight of about 1,800 miles. Beautiful.
Pretty busy out here at Manchester Airport today. Yeah, the TUI Dreamliner just came in. The first wide-body arrival of the show. Plenty more to come. We've also got the Emirates A380 due in later. I'm going to have a look on radar as to how far away the King of the Skies is. All my devices are soaking wet.
I can have a look if you want.
Yeah, have a look. I'm not having a lot of fun with the old radars.
Well, let's have a look what's on the way then, shall we? We have got, just leaving Amsterdam, or sorry, just overflying Amsterdam, the World to Fly Jet 2 A330. We also have, wow, the Qatar triple that left us just before we started is just north of Luxembourg, so that's well on the way already. Have a look, where is this 380?
Oh, lovely bit of spray there from the Ryanair Max 8200. This is what we want to see.
We may miss the 380 today.
Oh, yeah.
It's still over Budapest, which is about 2 hours, 20 minutes away.
Yeah, should be fine.
So we may just catch it at the end of the stream.
Yeah.
We'll keep an eye on it.
About 1:15 then, I'd imagine.
Yeah. Everyone's having a heat wave apart from us, that's right. Yeah, it is. It's,
we've got this.
the jet stream is blocking that all out for us. I'm not going to lie, I don't mind not getting the 40-degree heat, but a bit of sun would be nice. Like just, before the summer completely goes and we're back into winter again. Yeah,
that's been a major setback, hasn't it, really, in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, because obviously we don't get much time here in the UK for nice weather, and this is not it.
People in Europe must be watching this stream like, is this live? Like, surely not.
Yeah. It does feel like, it literally does feel like an autumn stream, this, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, like in October or sometime, I'd say.
How about you, Tom? Are you up for a bit of 40 degrees?
Honestly, no. No, not really. I'd much rather it be what it is now. I experienced that sort of thing last year at the air show.
Yeah.
And hated it.
Yeah, it's not nice, is it?
Yeah. So, I'll take this any day.
I was saying to Andy, I was relatively lucky during the last heat wave because I had COVID. So I was just like cold shivers.
Yeah.
The whole way through it. And now I look back on it now, I was like, you know what, that was probably a bit of a blessing because it was so hot. And that was a weekend where the 747 was arriving at Barton.
Oh.
And I casually gave COVID to Andy's missus, and I didn't know I had it. And it wasn't nice.
Yep. But she didn't enjoy it because it meant just staying indoors all day.
Yeah.
And I don't think Sam can do that.
Yeah, it's a bit crazy, isn't it?
That's what I was saying. I think this fire job would do her good because she's the one who likes to be outside and doing things and out in the outdoors.
Well, that's it, because when there's no sort of fire training and nothing to refuel and stuff,
yep,
those guys are doing like the groundskeeping around Barton and
training,
seeing them doing like driving around the tractors and cutting the grass and all that. Like, that's cool, man. That's a cool job.
Yeah. No, it's a very cool. And it's a cool organisation, Barton. I'm very glad she got that job because it's like a good place to work, people-wise, right?
Oh yeah, like the people at Barton, like super friendly. Like just how they've kind of worked with the channel as well is, we really do love Barton a lot. And the plan was this summer to bring you a lot more shows from there, and so far,
yeah,
we've had this.
Yeah, because all winter and spring we've been like, right, the summer's going to come. We're going to do loads of shows from Barton because it's going to be nice weather.
Yeah.
And
there you go. Jack Rolls, thank you very, very much, mate, for the $4.99 donation, saying, always amazing stream, guys, and a big shout out to Tom, the legend himself. Keep up the great work and never let me near anyone's oven for dear life. I assume there's a story behind that.
There's not enough hours in the day to explain that particular super chat. But,
okay.
Yeah, the best thing to say is literally... If you ask Jack to cook a pot noodle, he will put cold water in and wonder why it's not cooking.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
That's about as PG as I can make it. So.
Tell me to mute the mic so you can tell me the proper story.
I'll tell you afterwards. Yeah.
VIP content.
Yeah.
You have to tune into the Departure Lounge podcast
To find out.
yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah, it's not PG when that happens.
Welcoming Ralph, Catherine Holland as well. Great to see you. It's typical 6-week school holiday weather, and it'll be nice in September when they're all back in. That's it, absolutely.
Yep.
And hey, listen, though, Catherine. At least though, you can just let them play on the PlayStation, have a chill, and then when they go back to school holidays, you can just sit at home and enjoy the sun in peace and quiet. There you go.
Amazing.
And Zubair tuning in from France. Welcome to you. Welcome in Flying Peacocks. Great to see you. And the final note, ladies and gentlemen, for this week, which I forgot to tell you earlier on when we were rushing through topics, is we are currently running a promotion on the website, 20% off all in-stock merchandise, guys. So go and have a look. Try and find a t-shirt that's in your size, and it will be 20% off, guys, if it's in stock. That doesn't apply to pre-order items, but any in-stock items, it will automatically add 20% discount to your basket. You don't have to put a code in, anything like that. Go and take advantage of that. That's running all week. It will close a week today, so 20% off. It'll automatically add it in your basket as well.
Yeah, and there's loads. That also counts for all the trolley coins and coasters and the holographic displays as well. So
yeah, that's everything.
Yeah.
And Brody, thank you very much for the £5 donation, saying, for the good work, guys, enjoyed my Airliners cakes for my birthday. Brody, I saw a picture of those. They were really cool, mate. Someone, Brody got some Airliners Live little cakes with yay and nay on them.
No way.
The Airliners Live look. I took a picture, I'll show it you on there.
Yeah.
But they're really cool, Brody. I love them.
That is awesome. Hope you had a good birthday.
Absolutely. And what about you, Tom, cooking-wise then? Because we do like a bit of food talk on the channel.
Yeah, so do we.
You like a bit of cooking? And
I do. Yeah,
good.
A lot better than what Jack does. That's not really the the bar. The bar that's been set, and but no, I do. I like sort of Italian and
nice.
On the odd occasion, kind of mix it up with a bit of Asian food, like just whatever I can learn and
go
from there. Yeah.
And what would be like a mint Sunday for you if you had all day? You wanted to cook yourself something.
Roast lamb.
Nice roast lamb, mate.
100%. All the trimmings.
Good choice.
All the trimmings.
Yeah, very good choice. I do love a nice leg of lamb when you can afford it.
Yeah. Got Turkish Airlines coming in next. Looks like a Neo actually as well, which if it is, then it's going to have the Pratt & Whitney engines on too.
It certainly is a Neo. Should hopefully get a nice proud howl from this. In from Istanbul. Yeah, I think the task fare could be summed up in a few words, and a few of them would be pork pies, westerns, chat, and chaos. Probably some good selections.
Yes.
And there is a picture that's been put up online of me with the full box of pork pies on my knee. I just want to make it publicly clear that I did not eat them all. I ate about 90% of them.
Well, I was going to say they all disappeared then, so, I mean...
No, I offered them out to all the moderators, actually, and it nearly caused a mini riot behind the table as everybody was grabbing... I literally just saw hands appearing from every direction. There was pork pies in pockets.
People diving on them.
Everyone was jumping on the old pork pie hype. I literally only had 2 pork pies on that day. I had 1 chili jam, and I had one black pudding one.
This might be the first time we catch this on stream. G-Sun D, the brand new addition to the Jet 2 fleet.
Right, I definitely need to see if my 7% battery will let me get a picture of this one.
Yeah, and I think there's also a Jet 2 Neo on the runway as well. Can't quite see, but I think that is a Neo. Not sure which reg. It might be G-Sun B Bravo. But yeah, this is the first time catching November Delta on the stream. The latest addition to the Jet 2 fleet, and I think also they're going to be painting the next one. It's rumoured that it's going to be painted in a different colour scheme.
Nice. Please give me the .com scheme. And yes, David, sorry I missed it, mate. Thank you very much for the 2 months of Airliners Live support. And David said, just wanted to say, excellent show as usual. And P.S., it's my birthday on Friday. Nice one, dude. Hope you have a fantastic birthday on Friday.
Birthdays galore.
And Miss Glamour, if I didn't thank you already, thank you very much for gifting an Airliners Live membership.
Cheers, Miss Glamour.
Resin, yeah, the weather is not great in Manchester today.
It's caught up. We had a glorious day last week on Wednesday when the Atlas Air 747 was here, and we just caught it going out. Only just. Only just. I believe that Atlas 74 is back in again on Monday as well, early doors.
Yeah.
So I'll have to come and see that, I think. But it's quite early. There goes a British Airways A320 Neo. All the Neos at the moment. Airbus galore. We are a big fan of Airbus aircraft.
Yeah, 7-3 out next to Dalaman. And then there's a Ryanair, and then that Jet2 Neo should be out. So hopefully get lucky on that one. What's your thoughts on the 21 Neos with Jet2 then, mate?
I think it was inevitable, personally. I don't really see what else they would have gone for to replace 757s. So,
yeah,
because that market is missing for Boeing, I think Airbus have stolen it, I think.
That's got to be a big hit for Boeing as well, because with Jet2, like, being an all-Boeing fleet, and then now, obviously, they're going to naturally just migrate towards Airbus, you would think.
And not just that, obviously Iceland Air as well. Placed an order for them to replace the 757s they've got. So again, it's that market that's missed again, and you can't really rely on the MAX.
Because there were talks of the MAX 10 and things like that, and obviously it's really late, it's really delayed, and as with everything that's happening with Boeing at the moment, it's just delay after delay, and like, look, it's just like you say, there just doesn't seem to be an aircraft that kind of fits that little pocket of where the 757 is.
No, and for me, I don't see the 737 MAX as a replacement.
No,
for me, it's just a separate entity, and I think really the A321 Neos, and especially the LRs and the new XLR to come out, I think are the aircraft that airlines have been waiting for to replace 757s.
Yeah, we've said it many times on the show that we just wish they could have resurrected the 757 in some way, because it actually would make sense. But I think it just comes down to money at the end of the day. Like the amount that it costs to get that back up and running is just astronomical. And
I think so. I think for me, especially sort of even before the Neo program even came out, you were looking at the A321s and the current versions, and they were still doing particular routes that the old 757s used to do. And again, it was like, okay, perfect fit, and let's say you whack some new engines on the 321 and give it a bit more range, and it will do exactly what the 757 would do. And of course, it's a smaller plane, so it will go into a lot more of the airfields that maybe the 757 couldn't.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the XLRs. I don't even think they've announced the actual range. Maybe they have now. But I know the LRs, the A321 LRs, can do like 4,500 nautical miles, which is like
transatlantic easy.
Transatlantic easy. We see them here at Manchester doing, Air Transat to Toronto. We see Aer Lingus doing New York, and it's so flexible. And we said in one of our videos on the Airliners Lounge channel that the flexibility is so powerful, and it's just something that the 75 could have done too. Is like if they had a newer model, because the wide bodies, they're a whole different size in terms of, smaller airports and smaller gates and things. It's a whole different ball game with wide bodies. But yeah, like the future seems to be leaning towards the narrow bodies now, and it's like the 7.5 was like the perfect narrow body of its time.
And it's like you said, Tom, it's like the 7.3 and the Maxes, they just don't feel like they're really it. Like, even if businesses and airlines didn't want to go for something, say, as big as a 7.5, obviously they can consider a Max and potentially the Max 10 when it comes out. But you still kind of feel like you want something just in between, you know? Like, is there something just a little bit bigger that they can get in the works and get that out? But like you say, there's so many things going on. Obviously, the 777X, that's years late. And then, like
I have
you say,
many opinions on that.
Yeah,
many opinions.
The Max 10 obviously is again late, and
Max 7 as well, not even certified yet.
And then if you were to add another aircraft into the mix at that point, it's like, where do you go from there, you know?
Yeah, it's a strange one, especially as I mentioned with Iceland Air. They've already got a fleet of Max 8s and Max 9s, but to do a complete U-turn and go, we want to order, I think it's like 20 or 30 A321 aircraft to replace the 757s.
Yeah.
It just shows that Airbus have hit that market a lot better than what Boeing is.
Yeah, that's true.
I wonder if anything's gonna come to the market like from any of the other people, like Embraer. Obviously, you've got them working on like the E2s, and are they going to bring out something that's bigger?
Or the Comac even, but that's not really here yet.
But there's a lot of people that could potentially kind of jump in on this, and Boeing seems to be just being pushed to the back of the queue a little bit, and obviously Airbus is just, although obviously the 737 is like the most popular airliner, I don't think it's going to be very long before Airbus is starting to push that out of the way.
No.
Yeah, it's hard to see a world where Airbus fall behind now, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Graham, thank you very much. Very long-term support, 27 months. Saying evening, guys. Awesome show, as always, and many thanks to you and all of your moderators. Thank you, Graham, for the very long-term support of the channel. Really appreciate that. And Carl, thank you very much for gifting an Airliners Live membership. That's gone to Ian. Thank you very, very much. And Jingly's on Twitch saying, may I ask who the guest is? Who are you?
Who are you?
And who gave you a microphone?
I don't know. Just wandered in off the viewing park. No, but my name is Tom. I host the Departure Lounge podcast, which both Martin and Andy have been on before. You can find that on the channel if you look for it.
Yeah, we'll put links in the Twitch chat for you guys as well. No, I don't believe so. Great AG, I don't believe so, mate. It's just the same. Heading to Southside now. Picked a good day for it, says Katie.
All right, okay.
You are a braver lady than me, Katie.
Yeah. So you mentioned, because we were on the show, when was that? Can you remember? It was last year?
That was a while back now, wasn't it?
It was back.
Give me 2 minutes, I'll find out.
Yeah. I'm going to say like...
Was it just before we went full-time? Or had we gone full-time at that point?
Yeah, May. Yeah, we've been full-time there, definitely. It was, I'd say May or even April, but something like that.
So I can tell you it was 15th of May 2022.
Hey,
really?
There you go.
Yeah, I believe, I said that we were talking about it at the task fair. Didn't you say that was still like the most popular one you've done?
It is. It's also
crazy.
Because I was looking at it because I was quite curious about it, and I don't tend to keep an eye.
Yeah.
So I did. I had a look, and it's up there now by, I don't know, 20, 30 views, something like that, from Mentor Pilot.
Wow.
So he's managed to catch up.
Yeah.
And rightly so.
Yes.
Yeah, he's awesome. We were watching one of his videos the other night about the that A330 that had the stall at like 30,000 feet over the I think it was Air France. I think it was they call it Titanic of the skies.
That's it.
Yeah, really good. His videos are like on another level. Like
I don't know how he makes them so fast.
Yeah, and also just the level of production that's there.
That's what I mean, and he's just releasing them all the time. I'm like, dude, how many people are in your office?
Yeah, it must be a team.
Oh, this isn't the plane I was after.
Yeah, got a Jetsu 737 rolling.
Nice, I just missed it. It just took off. Cheers, dude. I must have been completely away with the fairies then, because I wanted a picture of that Airbus.
Oh. Yeah, his videos are so good, though, Mentor Pilot.
Yeah.
And you said you also had Noel Phillips on as well. Which is
Yeah, we've very, very got a lot of time for Noel. Awesome guy.
He's a great guy, yeah.
Yeah, safe to say, friend of the show, current champion of our game show that we do as well. So, he's...
Noel Phillips?
Yeah. So
does not surprise me in the slightest.
No, he does say he's very surprised that he does win. I'm like... No,
I'm
you're
not.
You know you're going to win. You know you're going to win.
Yeah, he's literally like an encyclopedia of aviation, that guy. But obviously, maybe a lot of you guys don't know actually that we've got a lot of time for Noel Phillips because he was instrumental in the channel's success in the early days. Because he did a lot of work for us behind the scenes, sort of recommending us to Facebook to get on their partner program, because at that time it was only invite only, and obviously Noel was on it and he put in a good word for us, and then we got invited to be on it, and that really like kick-started the channel. And since then he's been an awesome help to us, and whenever we've had an issue or something we wanted to run by him, his inbox is always open and he's always there to help. And honestly, like whenever like we're worried about anything or not too sure about something, if we just drop him a message, like instantly he's just super helpful. And I'm sure with you guys as well, obviously giving up his time and doing the shows and things, because he's that big now that he doesn't need to do any of this.
No.
And it hasn't changed him in the slightest. He's just super helpful, really friendly, and I've got a lot of time for Noel.
Definitely.
Gaffer Rob, thank you very much for using your Twitch Prime on the channel. 11 months, thank you, dude. There's a bing bong for you. If you have got a Twitch Prime, Twitch crew, check it out for us. We have massively reduced our ads on Twitch to give you a better experience, so you can help cover the cost of the show. With those Bezos Money Primes, we'd really appreciate that.
Yeah, I enjoy being on a podcast. We've not actually been on a podcast since then, like of any kind. Although we've had invites and stuff, it's just generally like scheduling for us because we're just so busy.
Yeah, it's honestly, I know people like we do say we're busy quite a lot, but I don't think people realise just how much stuff we're trying to get done.
At
the moment, it's chaos, absolutely chaos. Drives Jen nuts. Oh, it's up already.
Nuts, that wasn't it?
On its way to Rhodes as well. Not a short flight.
Yeah, that'll probably be empty then. There's no way there'll be people on board that if it's going to Rhodes.
And a massive congratulations. If we can get some 10 out of 10s in the chat as well. Derek Gray in the YouTube chat says, "Hi guys, I haven't been on for a while, but I've just got out of hospital and I've finally got the all clear from cancer." There you go, Derek.
Wow, Derek.
Guys, let's fill the chat with 10 out of 10s. Derek coming in with the awesome news today. Congratulations, mate. That's absolutely fantastic. Great news. I know how you feel, dude, because when my mum got the all clear, it was like just mad celebrations, mate. So congratulations, dude.
A lot of good news in the chat today, isn't there?
Yeah, absolutely love it.
Yeah, thanks for sharing with us. That's really good to hear.
Yeah, Tom and Anne as well, also gifting 5 Airliners Live memberships to the community. Guys, you've been super generous today. Thank you so much. And Carl Crawford, obviously, I think I read that out. You gifted a membership to Ian as well. Thank you so much, guys.
Ian's in the chat saying we should do a Rate My Liveries episode with the Departure Lounge podcast. That'd be good.
Yeah. I'm not doing the quiz. I'm just, as much as I like you, don't ask me because I'm not embarrassing myself on the quiz.
Yep. I think Sam and Owen, have both been on the quiz.
I was going to say they need to be on the quiz. They're the people.
Not the quiz, but they've been on the. Maybe Owen has. I'm not sure, but definitely they've done the Rate My Liveries episodes, haven't they?
Owen's popped in, I think, on one of our little drop-ins that we do, where people come in and just have a voice and stuff.
Yeah, did he say Play Airlines just a few times? Did he?
Once or twice, maybe. It'd be rude not to, I guess.
That's it.
Yeah, I think we had Sam on for might be a chat or maybe even Rate My Liveries as well. So
Yeah, I vaguely remember Rate My Liveries, vaguely.
It'll be going on a repatriation flight, says John.
It will, yeah. There's a wave from the flight deck. Nice friendly wave.
Awesome.
Giving them a wave back as well. EasyJet Tango Victor A320.
Awesome crew. And they are on TV. There you go.
There you go. The big screen. Another Jet 2 737 rolling.
Love it.
How many have we seen?
It's a Jet 2 show today.
It is.
Dun, welcome in. Great to see you. Can we get Martin or Andy to do the quiz? No.
Hey, we've
I say
had
no for me. I mean, Andy may
we've had enough quizzes for a lifetime, if I'm honest.
Dipping out of quizzes.
Somebody did ask in the chat, we should bring our quizzes back. I was like, I'm not even going to answer that.
You got no chance.
No.
Yeah, we've said it before on a show previously that kind of kept us going through lockdown, but that stays in lockdown, guys. Yeah, it was. We have not got time for it, but what we do have time for, ladies and gentlemen, if Tom doesn't mind a few minutes of your time, we will be letting you know about the brand new venture that Airline Live is advertising and very heavily involved with designing. And that is what we have been calling Project Net, folks. So for those who couldn't come to the Aviation Society Fair, you will not know what we're talking about. But Project Net has been announced to the public. And the name of the project that we've been working on behind the scenes is the Aviation Club. And what it is, ladies and gents, for those who don't know yet, it is a social media network designed from the ground up for aviation fans, and it's obviously been designed by aviation fans as well. Myself and Andy have been heavily involved in the design, alongside our awesome developer and very good friend Zach. It was it was an idea that I had, believe it or not, folks, prior to Airliners Live. We actually registered the domain for aviationclub.net before Airliners Live was even a thing, before the channel was done, anything like that. So it's been a long time in the making, guys. Yeah. But it's finally nearly there. And what it's going to be is we want to basically bring in aviation fans from all over the world. So get you from Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and bring you all into one place on Aviation Club. There's a social media feed. You can share your photos. There's going to be groups. There's going to be one group per airport only. We're not having all of this rubbish where my friends are in this group, I don't like the people in that group, all that carry on. Everybody contributes to the Manchester group or the Heathrow group, wherever you are. One group per airport, and built into the system from the ground up as well, folks, is aircraft logging and fleet tracking. So if you are into keeping track of the planes that you've seen, be that with registrations or photographs, you will be able to do that right on the platform as well. You'll be able to log the planes you've seen, add photographs to your logs so that you can go back and you can search that aircraft. You can see the pictures other people have taken of that. You can share those pictures to your feed, and it will automatically keep track of the fleets as well, folks. So as you track the plane, it will tell you your progress with regards to how many EasyJets you've seen, how many you need to see, and you'll get badges on your profile when you've completed a fleet. And there's loads and loads to come on it, folks. We are going to be bringing out some videos and things like that, but it is now public, and if you want to keep up to date, follow Aviation Club Net on Twitter. Links will be in the chat. Go and show it some support, guys. A brand new social media platform designed for all of the aviation fans for you to get involved with. And for you guys who love watching streams of aviation, but you're not massively into sort of keeping track of regis and stuff like that, we are planning on introducing a stream viewer mode, which is a simplified mode of the website that will run on your phone, And what it does is you can basically type in the reg of this Ryanair that you've just seen, come in, and it will tick it on your fleet straight away, and you guys can play along in the chat. So that's going to be awesome as well. We're looking at entering beta for those that have signed up for the beta team in the next month or so, with the release slated for 2 to 3 months' time. We will keep you up to date. But that's it, folks. That's Project Net. We can now talk about it publicly. And there's John putting the link to the Twitter. Go and follow that Twitter, guys, if you want to keep up to date.
Huge announcement.
Massive news. And me and Andy have been working on that with the help of our team. And Owen especially has been massively involved. So huge thanks to Owen. And we have been processing, guys, over 550,000 lines of data for aircraft all across the world, including military aircraft. And we've been assigning them to the correct airline, telling the database if they're active, inactive, stored, scrapped, so that when you guys use the website, all the data should be absolutely correct, and even so far as if aircraft are on order as well, guys. So over 500,000 lines of database being processed for you guys as well. And Tony's saying, sounds decent, have you got the other streamers on board? So that is why it's not branded with anything Airliners Live related. It is his own entity. It's got a separate structure, a separate team, and we will be inviting streamers to encourage their communities on board as well. And we do plan to offer streamers commission-based system as well for getting their team onto the platform as well. So
yep.
Huge announcement, loads more to come. We're not going to talk through it all now, but so there you go.
It's connecting the spotting and the photos, and even like logging flights that you've been on yourself with the community in your feed. So it is like everything that we wanted from social media as an aviation enthusiast. It's super amazing. Like Martin said, we're rolling out the beta soon, so people can get involved early. And the actual website and social media, just like any other, will be free to use. So you can make an account, you can log your regs, and obviously it won't be free for us to run the web page. So we'll have some paid tiers that will just have some small luxuries to it that will help people out who are more pro users and things, just like you would on a radar app, for example.
Exactly, because there's costs of servers and things like that, and obviously keeping the database up to date. We're looking to bring live data in via an API as well.
Yes.
So there will be some premium features which you guys can use. However, the free version of the website will be plenty. There'll be plenty of features. You guys won't be restricted on that.
But a huge shout out to Owen Flemmo as well, who helped with the demonstrations. We actually had a live demo set up at the task fair on the big TV, and Owen and Martin were like conducting them, showing the public, and the guys and girls who've seen it were super enthused by it. People were really excited, and loads of sign-ups as well for the beta in person.
You had a quick look through it as well, didn't you, Tom, while you were there?
Certainly did, yes. Yeah, I like it. It's, I think something like that's been sort of a long time coming, I would say. And it's nice to kind of bring everybody together, and like you say, with Facebook groups and things like that, and the bickering that happens, it's nice to kind of get everybody together and, just share the love of aviation.
That's it. Just having a central place where you go there, it's all about planes. You're not going to scroll through and see somebody having a fight. You're not going to see people arguing. We want to kind of bring the same ethos from like Airliners Live to the Aviation Club. And as I say, it's not an Airliners Live branded project. It is completely separate. It's its own entity, but obviously we've kind of kept in mind how the community is on Airliners Live, and we'd definitely love to translate that across to the Aviation Club as well.
Super hyped. Yeah, so as you said, give us a follow on Twitter is probably the best way to keep up to date. And also, if you are looking to get on the beta, which again will be free to do and let you get access before anyone else, you can get on board and you can really get involved with giving your thoughts on things and dropping ideas and having a play with it pretty much, then get involved, I said, on Twitter, or just keep involved on Airliners Live and we'll keep you updated.
Yeah. And that's the big news.
A lot of people signed up to the beta at the task fair as well.
We did.
We let you guys do that.
People. Yeah.
Oh, is this a 2E767 emerging? I think it is.
Beautiful.
Look at this. This is going to have a nice spray, hopefully, if it uses full reverse thrust. A lot of liquid on the runway at the moment. Here on runway 1, Manchester Airport. There we go. Kind of idle reverse being used here.
Very little, yeah.
Yeah.
That'll just be auto brake. They'll just get off.
Yeah.
Teller, OS, no, it is not the best weather for Planespotting. You are right, mate.
It's the summer, guys.
And Zana on Facebook saying the A380 is coming in 1 hour. Facebook crew, I can see your messages, so keep the chat nice and busy. If you're watching on Facebook, we'll give you a massive shout out.
Yes.
And same to you guys on Twitch as well. We can see you as well.
Look at this.
Architect saying the TUI is coming in hot. Here it is.
Oh, yes.
Were you a fan of the 7.6, Tom?
Love it. Yeah. Like I say, becoming a bit of a rare bird now, I think. Unless, like I say, it's the flip side to the 757s now. Because you see a lot of them at Heathrow and stuff.
Yeah.
Not so much here anymore.
Yeah,
and of course the TUI ones aren't going to be around for too much longer, so...
And of course, Boeing planned a successor to this, which kind of ended up being the 787, which has been very popular. So it's interesting how they did that with the 7.6, but not the 7.5. They never created a successor to that. I don't think the 737 MAX 10, for example, was ever meant to be that. But it kind of just ended up as being an attempt anyway.
No, EasyJet off to Antalya as well. And Tasker saying, any plans for an app? It sounds like a brilliant idea, but we don't all use social media. Well, that's the main reason for it, Tasker, is there are a lot of people in the community who don't like using Facebook, don't like using Twitter, or X as it's now known. So we're looking to just make... This is literally just an aviation social media platform. People can only join if they're going to be submitting aviation content. It's not going to be all random posts on there. It's an aviation themed social media network, and for the moment we've made the website, and the website is completely mobile responsive, so when you go on it on your phone it's going to work fine. When you're at the airport and you want to do spotting, you can add all of your logs on the go on the phone, and that will all work perfectly, and then when you get home you can go into your log and upload your pictures. But in the long term, if the project is successful, we will be adding both an Android and a iOS application into the mix as well. So yeah, that's not going to be on initial release, so that's going to be a little bit later down the line.
Yeah, so there you go. Ooh, an ATR just rotated. Aer Lingus. British Reg. Probably go back to Belfast, I'd imagine. Yeah, super excited for that, though. I mean, me personally, I'm always trying to withdraw from all these social medias these days. Like you said, I think, especially Facebook, I find, a bit of Twitter as well, they just have a lot of stuff on there that you don't really want to see. Like, you come home from maybe a stressful day of work and you log onto social media, and I find that it often has, like, really negative stuff on there, like whether it's real world kind of negative news or just random video clips of, like, you know, car crashes or people like you said,
fighting. And it's like, what I hate about I really don't like about social media is, like, Twitter, for example. I've deleted my account. I literally just followed airlines, aviation streamers and gaming stuff. And somehow they're delivering me latest news, and this person's died, and this person's having a fight, and this person... I'm like, hold on, have I not submitted to the algorithm that the only thing I care about is planes? Can you just show me planes? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it seems like Twitter's gotten a bit better, but for me, Facebook has gotten worse. But yeah, it'd be nice to have a hangout place that's just aviation, just like Airline is Live.
Yeah, absolutely. Ronald tuning in from Louisiana, welcome. And Joanne from Melbourne, Australia, hello.
Hello. A lot of different countries. Gosh, look at that weather. For those tuning in around the world, this is the UK and this is our summer.
Dave knows the truth. Dave knows.
Oh yeah. What's Dave saying?
It's not for broadcast.
Okay. Yeah, our summer so far, I mean, we had a really nice June. It wasn't that hot. There was never like a heat wave, but there was lots of sun, I remember, lots. And now July has just been the opposite. I mean, not
miserable.
Very cold. Like, it's quite rare to get a day where it's consistently above 20 degrees Celsius. Yeah, and you usually have to wear a jacket when you're going out. Or Martin, you rocked up yesterday with like 5 layers on.
I know. Not it. This is not the summer I wanted. Honestly, since me and you went full time, we've not had a proper summer.
I know. Last year, I got my first property, rented property, as an adult with a garden, and I was so stoked. I was like, finally, I can have like barbecues and be out doing the gardening. And yeah, the 2 summers in a row have been.
You're literally just protecting your garden against flood damage.
That's it.
And quick hello, sorry Andy, to Russell, who's tuning in on YouTube, saying hi guys. It's my first time watching the channel. Welcome, Russell. And Pepper also tuning in from Toronto. Welcome to you. And big welcome into Notorious on Twitch and Dave as well. Nice to see you, mate. Thanks very much for stopping in.
Wet but green, that's it, true, yeah. Sometimes when it gets hot, like it gets, like all the grass goes super dry, doesn't it, and all that, and it doesn't look great. It's a very green country, though, the UK. It's just crazy, like when Henry does his live streams this time of year, and it's like they get a lot of sun in Vancouver, which is weird because it's a similar latitude to the UK. But I think the UK is further north, but it seems like their summers are just consistently super, super nice.
Absolutely. And Sukulo Aeronautico just raiding the Twitch channel with 8 viewers. Thank you very much. Welcome in, Raid Crew.
Hey.
Hope you can enjoy some Manchester live aviation with a nice TUI Dreamliner actually on the way out. So you're joining at a nice time. Welcome in. Hope you had a great stream. Jason Evans returning for 18 months of Airline's live support, saying loved every minute, guys. Thank you very, very much, dude. And welcome back to Michael Curtis, returning Airliners Live VIP. Thank you very, very much, everyone.
A lot of support today. Apologies for missing out on the Sunday show, of course. As you can imagine, the Task Fair is a very taxing event for our vocal cords. So, yeah, it was. I think it was good to have just one day off.
I think I was trying to demo it to you, wasn't I, Tom, and just coughing and not being able to speak.
Quite literally.
Yeah, but my throat was in pain towards the end of that. But it was awesome because the whole Saturday was just non-stop talking, and there was always somebody around. And the actual event itself, guys, was a bit quieter than usual because, the weather was like this. I think even worse. So there wasn't a lot of people out spotting. And then there was also like major travel disruptions in the UK for like the trains, for example. So a lot of people couldn't make it, and it was super sad because a lot of people who we were looking forward to seeing couldn't make it. But still a huge turnout on the Airliners live stand. But the actual event was pretty quiet overall compared to, let's say, the last one. Wow, what a view. TUI Dreamliner blasting off 2-3 right.
Off to Espargos.
But on the Airliners Live Facebook page, by the way, folks, I put it on Twitter as well. I think I put it on YouTube as well. You can see a photo of all of the AL team that were helping out on the day. And wow, there were so many people. Like, it wasn't until we had that photo taken that we were like, hang on, there's so many of us here. All of us wearing like the lanyards, the name badges that Mike and Terry made. I didn't count, but there was a lot of people there.
Yeah, it was really weird. It was like we did a team photo, and then I looked around and went, "Is this how many people are helping us today?"
And that wasn't even the whole like mod team. Obviously, there's quite a few missing, but wow,
it was crazy.
Yeah,
crazy.
Yeah, it was great.
Proud Army wife, welcoming to you, tuning in from California in USA, saying, "I'm new to your channel. Welcome in. Great to have you with us. Thank you very, very much." I'm currently destroying the Mexican chicken flatbread from Greg's. It definitely gets a 10 out of 10 from me, guys. I've had these quite a few times in the old Airliners live office, so if you're nearby a little Greg's, get yourself one of them. I've also been taking full advantage of the Greg's app after you guys told me I needed to get on it. So far, I've had a free cup of coffee, and it picked up this morning and said I've got a free breakfast.
Wow.
So that's me sorted for tomorrow morning. Pog champ.
How big is your team? Well, that's the thing. Like, when it comes to the live streams, it's only really like what I'd say me and Martin, and let's say Matt as like the core live streaming team. Then you got Fezza, who's like the what do you call it, the flight sim side of things. But then it just branches out from there. So you got all the moderators mostly. You got mine and Martin's partners as well, who are massively involved, and before you know it, it's like it's huge. And the thing is, like, the people who were there at the stand were just doing it out of their own time. They were just doing it for free. They weren't expecting anything in return. They were just helping out for the community and the channel, and every one of them was helping out with like checking stock, serving customers, but most of all just speaking to the community and making everyone feel super welcome in the event.
And Ian saying what we all know in the chat, must have just missed you guys. It was sunny when I left. Ian, it's been sunny all day, and at 5 to 4 when we went to go live, the rain started. And I've dropped chili sauce all down my t-shirt.
You're very animated there.
That'll serve me right for eating.
Very passionate.
Fantastic.
Jet 2, A330-300. This is in a World to Fly hybrid. What do you think, Tom? You're a fan?
I don't like the logo.
You don't like it?
I don't. I think it's very basic.
Yeah, it's very minimal, right?
But saying that, how often are you going to see hybrid aircraft like that?
Yeah, they've had a few Jet 2, but another one I thought of was the Hi-Fly hybrid that they had based at Stansted. I don't know if it's still there, I doubt it. But this is definitely one that's quite striking. One that's historically famous was the Monarch Cook one back in the day.
Yeah, that was a 10 out of 10 hybrid.
Yeah. Which obviously, as you can imagine, would be Monarch and Thomas Cook.
Mate, I wonder if Gemini hasn't done a model of that, have they?
Do you know, I don't
know it's pretty
so.
Niche, but that would be a great model. That.
It'd be a big seller, and I think if they were to do one, I think you'd be looking at NG models, because they're very good at getting stuff out that the people that collect it want, rather than just going, well, pick this out. They'll go, oh, people want a Riyadh Air 787, let's do it.
Synergy, no, we haven't, thankfully. EasyJet rocketing out, time feeder.
Yeah, Laurie and Loopy both saying that they wish they were there. Yeah, we wish you were too.
Yeah.
Maybe one day. Wow, this is awesome. The view here of the Jet 2 A330. Gorgeous. Beautiful.
Take care, Derek. Thank you very much for tuning in, mate. You love a good 330. Portuguese aircraft. Usually a Portuguese crew as well.
Yeah.
We've heard them a few times in the office on the old scanner. Thanks to the Stockport Radio Society getting that installed for us. Another Jet 273.
No way.
Off to Rhodes. And we do have another 757 on the way out, Tom. There you go.
Yeah, everything would just hush when it takes off.
Well, not going to lie, it's sometimes you see them all show long, and sometimes you won't see a single one. It's strange.
Yeah,
they do come in waves, especially on the Sunday show. I think the Wednesday you're more likely to see them because you see a lot of this traffic of these heavy aircraft, 75 and the A330 and the TUI Dreamliners doing the European hops instead, whereas during the Sunday show, because we go live in the morning, I think Jet2 has a big wave early doors that takes these planes to the likes of Turkey, Canary Islands, Balearics, and Greece early doors, and then they come back later in the afternoon and then go back out again around about now. So it's like this big, cyclical rhythm they have in Jet2, and then obviously on the Super Sunday show we do catch like the big stuff, right? We catch all like the Singapore 350, the Hainan A330, the Emirates, sometimes the Qatar and Etihad.
Feels like ages ago we've done a Super Sunday show, doesn't it?
Yeah, like an actual, I think because you were away the Sunday prior, we've just missed that one. So this Sunday, guys, you all better be there. It's going to be the return of the Super Sunday show.
It is. Yeah, Paul, I hope you get that sorted soon, mate. Thank you very much for stopping into the chat. Hello, Mel. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. And a very big thank you, as I get the right page open. There it is, to Ben for sending in a £5 donation to the channel, saying, a great show, guys, as usual. I was so inspired by your channel that I started my own channel of heavy plane spotting. Nice one, Ben. We'll have to check that out, dude. Thank you very, very much for supporting the stream today.
Awesome.
But in terms of like channel memories, Tom, have you got anything that kind of like stands out for you that's happened on your channel that...
Oh, God. Apart from probably the... Because it's weird, because we base the podcast around aviation stuff, but like you guys, it just ends up talking about food.
Yeah.
And a lot of it is purely through Jack, because I will get sent Facebook messages, even if I'm on air, I'll get a message pop up and it'll be Jack sent a photo, and I'll be like, I know what that is. So I'll have a look at it and I'm just there going, oh God. So then I take it, put it on the stream, and everyone's just just saying what they have to about it. And I think really that's kind of it's then becoming like a segment. So he's got his own intro and things like that. So you got
Rate My Liveries. When are you doing Rate My Plate? I'll join that.
Well, I'm sure we can arrange that. Yeah, so I think realistically, to think of anything that's more recent, I think the whole Jack and his lack of cooking skills. In terms of the long run, probably there was a time that I think before we even did the video, there was a lot of ways that we used to make each other giggle, and just by like sending each other some messages on Facebook and stuff. And we came up with something that I can't remember what it was now, but he was trying to announce it, like Ian was trying to announce it, and he just cracked up, and it was the high-pitched, because he's very, he's like one of the most northern people I know.
Yeah.
And so for him to kind of crack up and then go into this high-pitched kind of thing, it just set everybody off. And it was about 5 minutes of just pure silence because we were all cracking up.
Just going to start laughing.
Yeah. But other than that, I mean, I think just literally interviewing the likes of Noel Phillips, Jeremy Spake, Mentor Pilot, those sort of things, they don't tend to leave the memory to go, wow, can't believe I've done it.
Awesome guests to have on, absolutely. Yeah, they're like some of the biggest names in aviation.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. It just helps because as much as they're famous, some people might not have known who they are, so it kind of gets the name out as well, which is nice.
Yeah, it is good because, like I say, you've got the big guys coming on, you're still giving the time of day to the guys who aren't as famous as them as well.
Absolutely.
And it's just a nice balance of guests, honestly.
I think as well, these podcasts, the thing I like about them is it kind of just puts a centre place to document like a story. So like people might watch us and we kind of like in fragments might mention about like our personal life and our work life and stuff, but then on your podcast you can hear it all really.
It's not Rate My Plate, it's Guess the Mess.
Pretty much. It's going to be like the knockoff version of it, I think.
Yeah,
that's what we'll call it.
I think that is the only group that is keeping me on Facebook right now, I'm not going to lie.
Rate my
The Rate My Plate.
There are some shockers, though.
There is some. I'm sure people put stuff in there on purpose to be bad.
I'm certain.
They definitely try and make it as gnarly as possible.
Fairly certain.
How you doing, Mark? Great to see you in the chat, mate. Hope you're doing well.
Yeah, I can't see that photo you've sent, Mark, by the way, because my phone is drenched. So maybe send it to Martin if it's probably not relevant. I don't know.
Yeah, Jen saying, I see it's raining again. Yeah, absolutely. Standard.
Yep.
Me and Jen were
Freezing.
talking about this yesterday, just like it is just constant rain at the moment in British summer. Not fun.
Just give us a break. At least I don't have to water the plants, though. That's nice.
Mel's watching in the car because she don't want to run to the house.
Not gonna lie, I do that as well. You just sit there on your phone for a bit. Oh, the noise on this!
That's the way to do it.
That was bananas.
That was an awesome departure.
Yo, wow.
Insane.
But yeah, thanks again, guys, to everyone who came down to the TAS Fair over the weekend. It was absolutely fantastic and great as well. I've just seen him in the chat to finally meet the one and only Mr. Barry Bidwell as well.
Hey.
And his lovely partner as well. Thank you very much, guys, for coming over and saying hello, and also for giving me your name badge as well. That is now on the office wall.
Yeah.
We loved it that much, so thank you very, very much. And as per usual, you're coming in with the very posh dinner. And listen, if I ever need to stay somewhere, it's definitely going to be Barry Bidwell's house. And this week, he's got salmon parcels with hash browns, veg and cheese sauce for tea.
Very nice.
Barry Bidwell sounds like a banging dinner, that to me. Thank you very much. And Joanna, great to see you, saying, afternoon guys, just got in from work, hope you're all doing well. And you had an amazing time at the TAS Fair. Yeah, it's great to see you again. Thank you very much for coming over. And JS, yes, just a little bit wet. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm drenched.
And Gabs, welcome to you as well. Great to see you. Bit of a queue down the end of 2-3 right. We've got the Air France A220 lined up ready to go, followed by an Aer Lingus ATR, and then our 75 that we just saw taxi out, and on the way behind that is a EasyJet, or 2 EasyJets actually, on the way. Paul, welcome in. Just finished work at Gatwick Airport. Nice one, dude.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, it was an awesome weekend. Really good. And went back to Andy's after the fair. Had a few drinks and a barbecue. And it turns out, guys, Niels is probably the world's best burger chef.
Oh.
Honestly, guys, he said... I'm not going to do his accent, but he said, Martin, come into the kitchen. I've got something to show you. I said, oh, yeah, Niels. I said, what is it now this time? And he's there, and he's toasting buns on the grill, getting them all good to go. And he said, trust me, he said, this burger's going to be fantastic. He made up his sauce, had all these different seasonings and stuff like that out. And he come out, he went, Martin, I want you to try the first burger. He come out, he brought his burger to me. I said, all right, yeah, nice one, Neil. I tried it. I went, mate, are you serious? That burger absolutely slapped. And I get another one of them on for me, I'll have two.
The Flying Dutchman burger, he called it, right?
The Flying Dutchman burger. And guys, it had absolutely everything on it.
It's good.
Everything. A burger, cheese on
specific
there.
Dutch cheese. Edam cheese.
I think it might be, yeah.
I can't remember what it was
I can't
called.
remember what cheese it was, but yeah, Dutch cheese on there. Yeah, I didn't have this on mine, but he put a fried egg on. Mate, it was good, wasn't it? Me and Andy said to him, listen, if ever we win the lottery, me and Andy are going to invest in Neil's, open up a burger restaurant, right? And that's it. We're just going to live and eat in there all the time. It was great.
It was good. What a legend.
But also, massive thanks to Andy and Sam as well at the Task Fair, guys. They purchased for me as a little present the Toy Story livery 1 of 200 aircraft model that I was after, guys. Absolutely buzzing with it as well. Well happy.
Nice.
So I've got that. And I also picked up a Ryanair 737 1 of 200 model as well.
Awesome. There's loads of good stands there this year as well.
Yeah.
I was super busy this time. Like, I didn't really have a chance to proper look.
Yeah, me and Owen managed to sneak away for 10 minutes, and to be honest, the only thing I found was the Ryanair. But like I say, you guys kind of like topped it off with the China Eastern. I was like, yo, that's one.
Yeah.
Lewis Fletcher, join our Discord because the virtual airline. Gosh, we've not even talked about the virtual airline yet. That is available. You can go and join if you fly in the simulator, guys, at home. If you've got Microsoft Flight Simulator prepared, P3D, X-Plane. If you fly in the sim, guys, Airline is live now as its own virtual airline where you can track your flights. We give you routes. You get points for flying with friends. You can see where everyone else is flying. We're going to do group flights, events. Go and have a look. The links will be in the chat, or you can join our Discord and get signed up, guys. So, it was... that's been a long thing in the works as well, and still is.
Yep.
We're doing a little bit too much, but that's now ready to go as well.
Yeah, I think with that, they wanted to set up. It's good to go then. And like you said, like you're doing these flights in your spare time anyway.
Yeah.
So now it's like you have a bit of purpose, like when you can like log your own flights and share them with the Airline Live community.
Yeah, it is good to have purpose for flying in the sim, and I'd say the VA definitely adds that. And it means you can like fly along. Like there's social voice rooms on our Discord, so you can join that. Fly along with the likes of me and Fezza and everyone are in there, Charlie, or the rest of the community as well. Everybody's in there just having a good time and flying together and doing little group flights and stuff. So yeah, make sure you join, guys. It's going to be really good fun.
Tom and Ann saying we only got 9 models over the weekend.
Oh yeah, I saw your collection of models.
What did they get? I didn't even see.
What did he get? Didn't he get?
I think he got something from Sam. I can't remember what though.
Yeah, I've gone completely mind blank. He did show me what he got, and my mind's gone completely blank.
Let us know, Tom and Ann. Feel free, because I don't think I actually seen. I vaguely remember you saying you got something off Sam though.
And Rainer tuning in from Germany. Welcome to you, dude. Thank you very much for tuning in. Hope you're well.
Do you want to send some of that weather over here?
Yes, please. Next to land, EasyJet in from Paris, Charles de Gaulle.
Are you someone who flies a lot then, Tom? Are you in, like, what sparks your aviation interest?
So it started when I was younger. I can't remember. That's how far back it was. But like my dad worked at Heathrow for British Airways.
Ooh.
And my family have always had an aviation role of some sort. My uncle worked for Pan Am and United over in America.
Wow.
And my older cousin did the same thing for United for a bit. So it's kind of been in the blood a little bit, really.
Inevitable.
And then it all kick-started with the first model that I ever got, which my dad brought home, was one of the old Worcester. It's not very good now, but at the time it was an old Virgin 747.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
And that's where it all just started. It was, once you start, you can't seem to stop.
Yeah.
This EasyJet just vacating from Paris, Charles de Gaulle. It's a short hop for that one. Notorious, thanks for joining. Is it windy or just wet, lads?
Both.
A bit of both, really.
The rain is coming in sideways, which is a nightmare for the lens.
I got 2 Gemini 200 models at the weekend, the Virgin A330 Neo and the A330 300. Wow. Nice, Seb.
That Virgin A330 Neo is amazing.
Most active pilot on the VA right now.
Yeah.
I don't think Seb stopped flying since we launched it. Oh wow, Starry, nice, dude.
Yeah, them Virgin Atlantic A330 Neos are absolutely stunning.
Yeah, it is a good model. Owen came over and said, mate, go and grab one of them models quick, he's only got 6 of them. And the only reason I didn't buy it was just because, for me, my model collecting, I don't know about you, Tom, but I like to collect models that I see regularly. So, for me, I've always kind of gone for the, got a couple, an Emirates A380, Virgin Atlantic 747, Swiss A220, Ryanair 737. Obviously, that China Eastern Toy Story is a bit of a different one. But
these 3 sentimental, basically.
Yeah, it needs to have a reason for it. So for me, although it was a really nice model, we don't see them at Manchester. So
no,
it wasn't really for me, you know.
Yeah.
For me, I tend to use them as if I see it and it's either cheap enough, then absolutely go for it, even if I've never seen it. So it just kind of builds the collection. I go to say how many I have, but
I mean, feel free, mate. Listen, we're all friends here.
Well, I generally thought I thought I had a lot, and I've met people and they've got a lot more than me, which I thought was actually quite impossible. But I'm pretty certain
that's the prerequisite, guys. If ever you're wondering, I've got a lot of models, but I've not got as many as this guy I know.
But last time I checked, not that it was ages ago because I don't sit there and count them now. But
too many to count.
650.
What?
Yeah.
I did not expect that many.
650. I have quite a few like plastic tubs just lying around. They've got all sorts of models in
the boxes.
In their boxes.
I wonder if that's more than Henry.
Okay, yeah, that
Henry's
actually
got,
surprised me.
Henry must have hundreds, but I don't know how many hundreds.
Now I understand why you started that conversation with, I've not got as many as I think other people.
Well, it wasn't going to be 20. That's
Gosh,
that's not quite as impressive as.
There you go, Mrs. Airliners Live. If you're in the chat, don't tell me off. What is it? 8 I've got.
There you go.
650. So what do you do then? Because if they're all in boxes, do you kind of like cycle your display like?
Bit of a rotate.
Do you have like a winter season? You know, just get the winter season models.
Just take the winter timetable. No, I tend to kind of rotate a little bit. Obviously, trying to put 650 models out in one room is virtually impossible.
Yeah.
So you have to kind of rotate, and it's kind of like, I don't know, it's just pick and choose rather than going, I want to see this one out this time, this one out, this one out. And I think if we're good, like if we talk money, the most expensive one I own is about 180 quid that I spent on it, and it was a South African Airways 747,
right?
1200 Gemini.
So your kind of thing for models is if you don't have it, you want it, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay. You might as well at that point.
Double up on once 200, once 400, or do you just have one of each?
I tend to double up from time to time. Because then it's like, well, I've got it in this scale, but it's nice to have it in a smaller. Yeah, for me,
I only get one of 200s. I don't get the ones 400s. They're too small for me. Yeah. So that's kind of my thing. So obviously, I could probably have a lot more models if I went for the 400s. But I like the detail that you get in the 1s to 200s.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's that kind of sacrifices space, unfortunately. That is the VA that we've launched for the channel, for our channel community. So you're more than welcome to join Lennox if you want to come and fly with us. Nothing too serious, it's just a bit of fun. And David Gilbert, thank you very much for tuning in, saying great to see you back streaming again after your week's break. Are there many Jet2 planes repatriation flights? I'm not 100% sure, mate.
They have a handful, I think, per day, but They did a post today saying that they had 10 yesterday. So that's quite a lot, that, just for the one airport. But I think there's been about in total about 10,000 people who have been holiday makers from the UK on the island of Rhodes. So obviously a lot of them need repatriating.
For now, Lennox, we've added the UK and Europe. We are currently in the process of adding the States and some bases in the States. So make sure you join, mate. In the next week or two, we will have the States up and ready for you.
Oh, look, some sunshine.
But not the type we want.
No.
Well, I don't mean we don't mind a 7.6, but...
Exactly, yeah.
We'll have a little bit. So, I guess it's going to be hard for you to choose then, but out of those models, have you got a favourite one, or a favourite 2 or 3?
Oddly enough, yes I do. I have a favourite few. I have a rather... honestly, like you need an entire desk space for it, but it's a Qatar A380. And it's made from like a really strong resin, like...
Yeah. Also, it's like
more
one of
stronger
the,
than...
like the travel agent style models.
Yeah.
Henry collects those in Vancouver.
Yeah, A380 Qatar. You know,
Wow.
you could literally if I stood up, I'm 6'1", and it will go down to my hip.
Wow.
Guess you won't fit that one under the bed.
Not getting rid of that one anytime soon.
That is cool, mate.
Yeah.
Where did you pick that one up from?
So I got given it as a donation to a giveaway that we do on the channel.
Yeah.
So we give away some models and things like that. And the lady who won it told me that I could keep it, but just donate to a charity of her choice.
Oh. That's really
so
cool.
I was like, I'll do the equivalent of what the model is, and give it to a charity that helps her out. So,
nice, that's really cool, mate.
Yeah.
Love that. I thought you were going to say I got it given for a giveaway, and I just casually forgot to do the giveaway.
Oh, the Qatar Amiri gave it to me, and we're good friends.
Moonburbs, good evening to you. Great to see you. And Lennox, thank you very much for joining, dude. Make sure you join our Discord server as well, because we encourage you to be social on the airline, so you can get involved and join the voice rooms. No doubt I'll be flying a little bit later on, so shut your ears, Mrs. Airline is like.
Ryanair on approach here. It's going to get blocked though by the TUI for a moment. Yeah, the TUI 767. We've got 2 of them based here actually, and we've seen both during today's show.
Ryanair in from Brussels.
Is it actually Brussels or is it Charleroi?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Niels was saying that they were actually planning on doing Ryanair flights to Lelystad Airport, which is obviously where Niels flies from, and he reckons that it's like an hour drive from Amsterdam, but it would be perfect for Ryanair to set up and literally call it like Amsterdam East or something, like Amsterdam Lelystad Airport.
Absolutely.
Because they do that. There's a few airports across Europe where they do that. There's one in Paris, right? Paris Beauvais, I think it's called, where it's not actually in Paris.
Yeah.
It's in Beauvais. And same with Brussels Charleroi.
It's all about that advertising then.
Yeah. I think they call it, is it Oxford London as well?
Yep.
And there's quite a few ones like that. Or
London Southend.
London Southend. London,
nowhere near it.
London, London Luton as well. It's not really in London, but
Yeah, Moonbird saying Amsterdam South.
That's it. Yeah. That could still happen though. I think they are building a terminal though, so keep an eye on that. It might happen.
Well, like I say, we did say over COVID that we would be thankful of all the low-costers we get here at Manchester, because they did keep things nice and busy for us.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
That right now, the way that's 5
the story Owen told us about the lady who he checked in, who was actually at the wrong airport.
Really?
Yeah, her flight was from Manchester, and he was at Liverpool Airport.
Oh my gosh!
And her flight was like taken off in about 2 hours' time. So I don't know what happened to her. Did she make it in the end? Did she get a direct flight to Manchester from Liverpool?
Imagine.
How would you even how would you miss that though on your ticket? Like, I know they're quite close, but they're not exactly similar names.
Yeah, Ian, that'd be awesome, wouldn't it? I've said that a few times, Ian. If they could fence off somehow that Premier Terminal and make that like the Runway Visitor Park cafe.
Yo, yes.
Can you imagine how good that would be?
People would pay for that as well, that's the thing.
Legit.
People would pay for that.
But let's not be too wishful in our thinking.
I know, because the thing is, guys, that Premier Terminal is it's not used, is it? Still, it's still not open.
I've seen it used once or twice.
Yeah, I think it's been used for like some rather niche things like football charters and stuff. But even then, they use signature usually. Whoa, the spray. Yeah, so I'll just pan the camera around. This white building here was opened in, 2019, 2020? Something like that. And it also resulted in a rejig of the RVP, because I think it kind of encroached on the RVP's mounds.
There was 2 major mounds at the RVP that had to go to make way for it,
Yeah, so they did extend kind of this big mound that they've got now, which is great. But it has obstructed the view quite a bit. And, credit to the RVP, they've done a good job facilitating around that, but the actual Premier Terminal, it was open prior to the lockdown in 2020, and then that happened, and it's never opened since.
Do you remember them BMWs that were parked outside of it, and we were like, how long are they going to rent them BMWs for?
Yeah, exactly. They've gone now. And the premise of it was any flight you were getting from Manchester Airport, whether it was commercial or private, you could use it, even if you were getting like a Ryanair flight, and you'd get like a private terminal. You pay a little bit extra. You get chauffeured to your airline as well, in the back of like a BMW whatever series it was.
It's like 6 series, I think.
It's quite a nice car, wasn't it? And yeah, it never opened again, and it's just the building's still there. Like, well, it's all part of Manchester Airport Group, so why not use it?
Yeah, it is, mate. Starts good.
We were even speaking to Liverpool Airport about how they could make use of the old ATC tower, right?
Yeah.
Like, even they were thinking about that, but here at Manchester, it's like, it kind of doesn't really get thought about, does it?
They're still in the Mako Sim scenery, yeah. I've still not heard back from Mako Sim.
They did reach out.
I reached out to them, and I'm still anticipating.
Yeah.
I was literally just refreshing my my inbox. It's nothing yet. I'm crying, mate. Andrew Clark, if you're in the chat, talking of emails, I've just read your email, dude, so don't worry, we'll get that updated for you.
Yep, and just a reminder, like you can see it in the pinned message on YouTube, we currently have a 20% off all items that are in stock on our Airliners Live website. So 20% off, huge sale, and it's only on sale for a week at the moment. So any product that you wanted, whether it's the holographic displays that we have, or any clothing item that's in stock, or like even things like the coasters, mugs, pin badges, whatever you want, 20% off, huge sale, guys. So go and check it out. And I think the sale only applies when you add it to your basket, so they're not actually advertised as on sale on the price. If you see it as like £10, add it to your basket, it'll drop to £8 for you.
Yeah, it's all automatic, guys. And if you're enjoying the show today and you want to help cover the cost of the stream, you can gift memberships to the community, which is the best way of supporting the channel. It gives people a chance to experience VIP, and you can do that on any device by clicking the dollar symbol, then clicking gifted memberships. We really do appreciate any support, guys. We don't charge for our shows, we don't charge for abroad shows, we don't do members only chat. We do everything for free for everybody, and if you can help to support us, we really do appreciate that as well. Same to you guys on Facebook. You can help us hit that stars goal. And you guys on Twitch, we did used to cover the Twitch costs with ad revenue, but it was basically giving you guys a bad experience watching. So we've reduced the ads, and in turn, if you guys can use those Twitch primes on the channel, we'd really appreciate that. Or if you can help us hit the sub goal as well, we'd massively appreciate it, guys. Thank you very much for all the support we have received today so far as well. We really appreciate it.
The hilarious EasyJet Neo here.
Oi, that doesn't include you, Matt Smith.
Yeah, do enough for the channel already. Thank you very much for gifting an Airline's Live membership to the channel.
What a spice of a guy. Cheers, Matt. Hotel Alpha on the reg.
It's laughing at you, that Airbus.
It is. Getting drenched up here. Laughing stock of the RVP.
Blasting off to Larnaca.
What a day to be escaping the UK, hey? These guys have got it good.
Yeah, you definitely want to be getting out of this rain, and it seems like we're stuck with this for a little while, aren't we, as well, I think.
It must be such a relief to be flying on holiday at the moment.
Hey up, Jake. Great to see you, mate. Have you got a flight that's kind of on the old books that you really want to do, like, or a kind of bucket list flight experience?
How long have you got?
I'd say about another hour, mate, so you're all good on time.
Well, get comfortable. No, I think I've always sort of seen like Innsbruck as a go-to, obviously for like winter time and stuff like that.
Right,
just purely because of the approach and you know, just purely for the views. Like some of the photos you see from like Innsbruck as well are just, you know, I kind of want one of those photos.
Yeah.
Like, but I think mainly sort of things like Innsbruck, maybe Amsterdam as well. Always a very good one. Lots of people go there, and you see some of the footage and things like that. So probably those two, I think, are the main ones for the
moment. And if you could pick like any flight experience, if like money wasn't an issue, like have you got a carrier and a class and
first class?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think everyone's kind of dream would be obviously to experience, you know, the highest Emirates.
Well, you say that, but for me, I don't think the suite would be my pick. You know.
Okay.
Just because I feel like you're too much of a centre of attention if you're in that.
Yeah.
And they'll be coming in and like, oh, do you want anything? Are you checking on? And you can't really say, look, I just want to enjoy the flight. You know, they're like, well, sir, you're in the business. We have to give you the experience, you know. So for me, I think like, obviously first class in a nice comfy seat with a window on something like Singapore. Obviously, everyone says Singapore's like incredible service.
Yeah.
Something along those lines.
On the A380 or the A350?
No, A350.
Yes.
A350, it'd have to be.
Cattle class then on Emirates. That'd be the dream.
Yeah.
Just because you're left alone.
First class or business class on the Lufthansa 747 to Vancouver would be another one on the list.
What I would love, by the way, as well, like if money was no object, I'd love to do the JetBlue Mint suites. Have you seen them?
No.
Really, really smart business class seats that they have on them. I know it's only an A321, but like I said, I've flown on it before. It was very comfy, and them seats.
Do they come with them spearmint soft mints?
Maybe. Yeah, why are they called mint suites? We'll find out. But in reality, they're not that much for a business class. Like, you know, it's probably something I could afford if I saved up for a while.
Yeah.
But whereas you think of like Emirates first class, they are not, or Singapore, they are pretty. Yeah. It's like a deposit for a house.
So I think the thing for me, like, say like going to Vancouver or something would be like a once in a lifetime thing. So for me, if I know I'm only going to do it once, I'd rather save up for like another 5 years and get the flight experience as well, you know, like at the same time.
Very true.
Because at the end of the day, you're not going to go once a year, so you might as well just extend it a little bit out.
Yeah.
Don't run out in any traffic in the time being, and then just enjoy the full trip, you know what I mean?
Fingers crossed nothing happens in the meantime.
And Royacito, thank you very much for sending the 20 bits into the Twitch channel. There's a bing bong for you. Saying, love your streams. Cheers from Spain, España. Welcome to you. Thank you very, very much, dude. And Jonathan returning to first class membership. Thank you very, very much. Cheers, Jonathan. And Seb, the most active pilot in the world, returning for 3 months. Returning for 9 months, saying only 3 months until my red tail. Thank you very much, guys. Cheers for the support coming through.
I think Virgin upper class would be nice as well. Like, that'd be a nice experience.
Yeah.
Again, that's not like massively expensive, grand scheme of things.
So what about you, Andy? Like, would it be that JetBlue then, or would you, if you could pick anything?
I'm not really like that amazed by like all these like you said, like these super high end. I just want to get comfy and enjoy a nice flight and somewhere like I like, and I love the States, of course, and going to the US is like a huge just rush for me. So I'm going there, and it doesn't really wow me though. Like when I see these videos of like the first class suites on Emirates, it's a bit too much.
Now you said that, you know the flight I would have liked to have done was that A380 from BA.
Yeah.
And it stops in Ireland, gets refueled and goes across, and it's all business, wasn't it?
Yeah. That'd be nice. Maybe not that comfy though on the airframe.
Maybe. I mean, it's all the business configuration.
Yeah.
And Lavinia, thank you very much for sending 50 stars to the Facebook page. Thank you very much, Lavinia. Really appreciate that, Facebook guys. If you Facebook guys want to support the channel, that's the best way to do so, and it's helped us hit our goal, which is now 2% complete. Thank you very much, Lavinia, for that. And JC, sending in a $20 super sticker. Thank you very, very much. Really appreciate this, guys. But what about destinations then, Tom? If you could go anywhere, if money wasn't a problem.
Do you know, I would probably go for, and it is something I've always wanted to do, which is St. Martin.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's kind of like your kind of the top of the bucket list. You want to go to the Caribbean, you want to experience the kind of, the rush you kind of get with that.
Yeah.
Other than that, I mean,
Lisbon Skiathos?
Not been there. No.
Skiathos is good.
No,
that's really
that's
good.
like, I know there's a lot of people that rave about it, and you see all the videos and you think, be nice to have some of that, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that would be good. And I agree with you on the old Corfu as well, because a really good Manchester creator, Ender, who takes a lot of pictures, he goes to Corfu quite a bit, and he takes some really nice pictures with like scenery in the background and everything like that.
There's one of the hotels there, isn't it? One of the hotels overlooks the runway, I think, and that's probably where he gets some of the
really nice like houses in the background or nice scenery.
Yeah,
and it just kind of adds like another layer to the sort of aviation photograph that he's taken. It's really smart, some of the pictures.
Makes a picture look like a painting sort of thing.
Yeah, it's really like dynamic. It's really cool.
Yeah,
so I'd definitely love to give that a buzz. But I'm quite basic, when it comes to like, for me, the ideal holiday is just somewhere in Spain with some nice food, nice weather, and maybe a little villa if you're lucky, something like that is cool. Right now off to Cologne. Crew Alex saying, afternoon guys, conditions not looking good. Absolutely not, dude. We've had torrential rain the whole way through the stream today, which is a massive shame because it's been dry all day. But it's not been nice at all, I'm afraid. This has pretty much been our summer. This is what we've been dealing with for the last 3 weeks, probably.
I don't know, too long.
Yeah, it is not.
Get me out of this country, please.
Yeah, this is.
I can't do all this.
This is not it. William and Even Aviation returning for 11 months of Airline's live business class membership. Thank you very, very much for supporting the channel. Really appreciate that. And Jenny, 1234, welcome into you. Great to see you as well. Not raining as bad in Nottingham. That definitely helps us in Manchester, Chris.
And yeah, guys, I'm going to announce we're doing a bonus show tomorrow, actually, from Nottingham as well. So if you guys want to tune into that.
Oh yeah, have you checked the weather? Are you definitely going? Helvetic E195E2. Oh, nice. Is that on the way in? Let's have a look-see, shall we? Yes, it is, on the downwind leg. Helvetic E2, just over, Hayfield, heading towards Glossop. A couple of EasyJets on the way in, one from Amsterdam and the second from Basel. And let's have a look a little bit further afield. Sun Express on the way in, a couple of Ryanairs, and the Emirates is just crossing the channel now, and we will be wrapping the show up as soon as the Emirates arrives, guys. Obviously, with this weather, it is no fun for Andy in the slightest.
Please hit the like button, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you. Here we go. Ryanair 737-800.
We think. At least we've given you like the genuine experience though, Tom. You've not come on like a day which is like completely uncharacteristic to the airport.
No, it's nothing I didn't expect.
I mean, we're going to be bringing you the A380. Don't worry.
Niels was very confused when he came here. He obviously flew in from the Netherlands. Not the longest flight either, like less than an hour. And all of a sudden he was greeted by this and very bemused. Sunday was pretty wild. We were there at the airport pub, out in the getting drenched. We did see the Icelandair Hekla Aurora 757 special though, which was a treat. That's an aircraft I would love to get as a model. I think that would look good.
Yeah, you're right actually. Yeah, and a 757 Jet 2 as well would be an awesome model.
Oh yeah, I do think. I'm sure Gemini Jets do that, but I think it was. They don't do the 1/200 scale.
No, they don't. It's just the 1/400, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Annika, thank you very much for gifting an Airliners Live membership. It was great to meet you over the weekend.
Yeah.
Thank you very, very much.
Yeah, that was awesome.
And Vincent saying, I'm just a couple of weeks off my 12 months membership. Nice one, Vincent. We'll look forward to that red tail badge for you, mate.
Yep.
Do you want me to take over, Andy?
No, it's good.
You sure?
I've already drenched it. It doesn't get any worse.
Okay.
I'll just stick it out.
I did bring my raincoat today because I kind of thought you would need some respite at some point, but
it's
fair
all
enough.
Good. I'll stay for the rest.
No worries. Do you have a livery for Simulate Airlines? No, we don't. However, someone in the chat said they know somebody who designs liveries for a living. I can't remember who told that to me, but whoever it is, can you remind me? And we'd love to see that.
Oh, that's cute.
Do you remember, Andy? Someone said.
Yeah, I know Neil said as well.
It was Niels.
Yeah.
Yes, it was Niels. Said his friend actually designs liveries as his job.
Yeah, I think someone in the chat said it too, but yeah, Niels definitely said it. Just keep getting away from the EasyJet crew because we are like the only people here.
Yeah.
The mound is pretty empty. It's very different to the last Wednesday where the mound was packed and the sun was out.
Yeah, it's definitely empty. I mean, it's on days like today as well where I feel slightly bad for the people working at the RVP because I'm pretty sure if we weren't here, they could probably just close and go home. So if we can get some 10 out of 10s in the chat for all the RVP staff guys staying open late during the summer, and if that's what you call it. Hopefully it clears up before September, that's all I'm going to say. It'd be nice to get a couple of weeks of nice evening lighting before it changes over again.
Yeah. I go away in like 3 weeks' time, I think, and I can guarantee that's when it'll get nicer.
Yeah, good. Looking forward. Gives me something
It always happens.
Oh, Matt Smith, I need to pencil you in for those days, don't let me forget.
I know Matt already does the Sundays, doesn't he? But
yeah,
it'd be nice to have you here for the Wednesday, of course. As I'll be away for a Wednesday and a Sunday show.
Just touching down is another EasyJet in from Basel.
Yeah, it's absolutely soaking out here at Manchester at the moment. And the wind is pretty strong, actually. Definitely feel it. Like I said, it's annoyingly blowing into the lens.
A lot of work being done somewhere on the airfield. Take care, Jenny. Thank you very much for tuning in. Great to see you on the weekend as well.
Yeah, it was good. Absolute trooper making the journey down. Ryanair 737 on the go.
And a bit of support to catch up on Jonathan, returning first class member. Thank you very, very much, Jonathan. Really appreciate that. Tina Stockman sending in a $3.99 donation. Thank you very, very much for that. William and Evie Aviation, thank you for the 11 months with 1 month to go until that red tail badge. And Steve, thank you very much for gifting an Airliners Live membership to the community as well. And that's us all caught up.
Awesome.
Thank you very much, everyone, for supporting the channel today. We really do appreciate it.
What's this coming in? Looks like an Embraer.
It's the Helvetic E2.
Yes.
Harry Bidwell saying it's chucking it down in Southampton as well.
Awesome aircraft. Seeing the E2 and the A220 during today's show.
Yeah, beautiful. I'm still undecided about the E2. I love it for the engines. I think without the engines, I'm not bothered.
Yeah. What do you think, Tom? Are you a fan?
I like the 190. I think it's very well proportioned.
Yeah.
This looks far too long. But
it does
I think the more you look at it, I think it'll grow on you. I think, and maybe it's different wings. There's no winglets either, which throws it off a little bit.
Yeah. It's weird, isn't it? It's weird proportion.
Yeah, it doesn't look right.
From this angle as well, the wings look tiny. Little toothpick wings. And the big engines as well. Strange.
And the fuselage looks very thin as well.
I think that's what throws it off a little bit.
Yeah, I think the fuselage
because it looks very thin.
Needs to be bigger, doesn't it? I mean, like I say, the Pratt & Whitneys keep it in the good books. Yeah, Terry, on the plus side, at least the weather forecast was correct for once. It actually was.
Yeah. Yeah. luckily Sam's took my washing in at least.
Awesome.
It's having a washing line, like, again, it's like, I was thinking, having a washing line, this is fantastic. I don't have to dry my clothes on all these wonky clothes horses, or take them to the dryer, or buy a dryer and deal with that. Just have a line, and it's just been chaos. It's been a nightmare. Just when there's no rain forecast, it will rain, and like today, it's like luckily she could rescue them clothes.
Loving the little wiper blades going on it. Yeah, it's cool.
I need them on this camera.
Yeah, that would be good, wouldn't it? Someone designed that.
Yeah, Dragon's Den, get on it.
But welcoming everyone. Thank you very much for tuning in on the Midweek show. We've got Tom from the Departure Lounge podcast with us today, so make sure you follow his channel. Links are in our chat. And he does an awesome podcast every weekend for you guys, along with shows through the week as well. So make sure you follow along and get involved. Have you got any guests, any little things coming up that you might want to shout out? Any little inside knowledge?
Whilst we have a lull in the action, I think we've got... so we had a 2-week break because I've been here, there and everywhere, just taking a complete break from everything.
Yeah.
So we've got Rate My Liveries coming up on Sunday with one of the viewers that's watching, or does watch. He's from Scotland, so he'll be taking part in that. It's always good fun. Everyone has a laugh at that. Probably throw in a few of Jack's meals as well, because
absolutely,
it's just what we do. And then the week after that, we've got the quiz, which we have named Quiznessjet.
Okay.
Did not take long to think of. We will have Noel Phillips on that one.
Yes.
As the current champion, and I think it's slot-wise very, very busy. So a lot of people on it.
Awesome. Make sure you check it out, guys. Right there, really kicking up the spray as it touches down here on 2-3 right.
That was awesome. I love that. This A380 as well is going to kick up a monumental amount of spray when the King of the Skies arrives.
And Twitch crew, hope you're enjoying the stream today. Don't forget to check them Twitch Primes if you can support the channel. We'd really appreciate it. And we've got about half an hour or so left on the stream as we wait for the Emirates A380 to arrive here. It's just approaching the east coast of the UK.
Awesome.
It shouldn't be long now before we see that arriving. Just in the standard scheme today. And ahead of that, we've got a few Ryanairs and a Sun Express on the way in as well.
One question we do ask on the stream sometimes, though, Tom, is if you could have any job at an airport, what would it be?
Oh, God.
Would you see yourself as a pilot, maybe, or would you prefer something...
Not with my flight sim skills, no. Definitely not. Probably a ramp agent, if I'm honest, because
nice.
you get a little bit up close and stuff. I've applied for jobs like that before and very narrowly missed out. So, yeah, I think if I was to have any job at the airport, probably that.
Yeah.
I think,
I want to be grass one me. Be out in the tractor, mowing the grass, watching the planes. We're using that on it.
On-site gardener.
That's it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you very much for gifting an Airliners Live membership. Really appreciate that. It's gone to Tom Berry. Nice one, dude. I think probably the most infuriating job at an airport, like one where you'd go to work and you would just be raging all the time, would be Birdman.
Yeah, I think so.
Because it is never ending of birds taking the absolute out of you. Yeah. Right? You scare it off, so it just goes and lands at the other end of the runway. You scare it off there and it goes and lands on. And mate, that would drive me insane.
That would, yeah.
Although I can probably challenge that and go, this guy in the middle on the tractor who does not have any cover right now.
Yeah, he's not enjoying his life.
I bet that sucks.
Right now, yeah. Yeah, but Birdman, I don't think I'd have the patience for, because yeah, you'd end up wanting to shoot the birds at some point, which probably is not the aim of the job, I don't think.
No. But yeah, somebody who works like you said, airside and up close with the aircraft, that'd be cool. Especially if you're dealing with some of the larger planes, right? Like you're dealing with like Terminal 2 here at Manchester, where we have all the long and heavy things, right?
I won't read that Twitch comment now, but it is quite humorous. I'll let you read it. There you go. You'll enjoy that one.
It's like he was there.
We should test it.
I've never seen that man in my life.
Thank you, Barbara. Yeah, it's. I'm enjoying it up here, though, regardless.
Yeah, there have been a crazy bit of weather recently, and whenever I seem to offer my camera services, Andy seems to deny it. I'm starting to wonder whether or not he's trying to say something here. He's like, listen, I don't care how bad it's raining, me being absolutely soaked is better than having you on the camera.
I might let you have a go. I mean, there's not really much. I mean, we've got the A380. I wouldn't mind catching that, but
yeah.
I mean, if you want to jump on.
Mate, I'm just off. I'm just trying to get you out of the rain, dude.
Okay.
I'm joking. I'll just get you out of the rain if you want to be out of the rain.
Okay, maybe after this, we'll swap for a few minutes.
There you go.
Just so you can experience.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. We said you didn't have a shower earlier, so.
Yeah. That Lufty's not on radar.
Right, go on then.
Come on.
I don't think you've been on the camera for a while, have you?
I haven't, no, I've not been on for ages.
Just bear in mind, you have to wipe the lens every now and then.
Every 5 seconds.
Yeah. Stand by, folks. Like a dog when a dog gets out.
I'm going to say this probably.
No.
I've got the power range.
I've just seen that, yeah.
Bit wet up here, isn't it? Where's the remote? There it is. Stand by, guys, just while I get a few things set up. I found the plane, that's a good start. Let's get this remote in my pocket. There we go, buddy.
You remember how to do it then?
Yeah, I found my way around. Yeah, it's been a while. Been a while. That's not that bad chat. That was alright. He's laughing the most on there. I can hear somebody having a right giggle in the on the camera. Is that Matthew Smith?
Oh, right, okay. Hello, chap.
Dry your eyes, mates.
And they must be soaking. Yeah, Matt's just been telling me that I'm going to get a cold. A cold in summer?
No way.
I always remember that. Like, it's always in school for me. It was always like September and October and stuff like that where I would get ill. You know, when it starts getting cold again.
Yeah.
And in the summer, you never really get that bad. But this is just like, yeah, not fun. I'd be fuming if I was a kid, though. You know how you get the summer holidays and you're like,
mate, you remember that? You used to be buzzing like, we got 6 weeks off. Like, what we're going to do with the time? It's like, mate, you're staying indoors and playing FIFA, mate. That's what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 6 weeks holiday for me were always like a buzz. It was like, yeah, all right, what we're going to do. And then as you started to get towards like 2 weeks left, it's getting a bit close now, 2 weeks. No, it's all right, we're all right. And then you get within the 1 week, and then your dad wants you to do jobs 2 days out. And he's like, listen, like, we only got a few days left before we got to go back to school. Don't be giving me the gardening to do today. And that was it. Then it would just go like mad. And it was always at the beginning where you kind of thought, oh yeah, I'm off forever. And it just goes so fast.
It would go fast, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
6 weeks off, though. Imagine that as an adult. Like, that's...
Mate,
there are
I'd go
professions.
nuts.
There are professions. I think teachers kind of get almost that, don't they? I think
they do, but I think they have to do a lot of planning and marking and all sorts of stuff in that time. I don't think they actually get that time off.
Yeah.
But, I think it's... Definitely.
I've heard being a teacher's a stressful job, though. Like, people I know who've done it. And
you've been to school. Look at how annoying them kids were.
Honestly, like, I could not. Like,
there was a science teacher in my school, right? And to be fair to her, she wasn't very good. Like, I'm not trying to be nasty, but she wasn't the best teacher. But either way, she didn't deserve what happened. Like, there was a guy who didn't behave himself in our school called Ben. He was always getting expelled, always getting in trouble and things like that. And anyway, literally, I'm not joking, for like a week straight in lessons, every time she turned round to draw on the blackboard or whatever it was, he'd start banging on his desk and shouting Manchester United football chants at the top of his voice. And he had about 3 or 4 mates that were brave enough to join in with him. Everybody else, it was just super, super awkward. And she ended up crying because the head teacher came in. And I think the head teacher just had enough of dealing with Ben, so he didn't really like take it too seriously. And yeah, literally just ended up crying.
Wow.
Like, imagine having to deal with that as a teacher and not being allowed to, like, give him a crack.
Sun Express coming in from Antalya here. Sun Express flight 594. It's actually a Max. You don't see the Sun Express Maxes as often these days at Manchester. Usually the NGs these days. What do you think of the livery, though, Tom?
I have heard this is quite a controversial topic on the channel.
Like the pineapple.
Yeah, this is a bit of a mixed review.
It certainly is.
Oh, this is the lack of pineapple on pizza. This is to us.
So to me, I'm on the side of I love it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because it's right. I'm off. I'm done. No,
Are you just securing your place on the next time you want to come? Are you just saying that?
Be up in February. Yeah, I do like it. I don't know what people's problems are with it. I really don't.
There you go, Mel. Yeah. Everybody likes it apart from you.
Feel free to challenge me, but I do like it. So.
Also have Lecky with a business class brand new VIP signing up as well.
Hey, cheers, dude.
Welcome. And Jack Rolls Aviation with a £1.99. So happy Wednesday to all. Have a beer and be merry.
Oh God, not a beer.
A beer and be merry. Thank you, Jack.
Stay away from it, Jack.
I think I'm going to have a drink tonight to celebrate.
Not drowning.
Yeah. Not drowning. Yeah. Being dry. Yeah, it's a bit nasty up there.
Oh, from one to another. There you go. Look at that.
Off to the Airline. Sounds like a turning takeoff. That full power being used, getting the aircraft out of Manchester as fast as possible. We've got another Ryanair coming in on a final approach, coming in from Poland. It is running almost an hour late as well. That's quite rare for Ryanair. These days, they're pretty tightly wound on the schedules, because I think with Ryanair, because they don't allow much time between flights, they typically just have to be on time, otherwise it has such a bad knock-on effect. Oh yeah, I actually bought last night. I'm becoming a huge fan of coffee. Like the last year, I've just been coffee central, and I've actually bought decaf coffee. Prior to this, I was like, what is the point of decaf? It's done. Like, you drink coffee to get a buzz, right?
Well, no, you drink coffee because you like the taste of coffee, and if you don't want to be doing loop-the-loops all day, you have decaf.
True. So yeah, that's why I bought it, and now I can have coffee in the evening, and it's actually a nice vibe. We even made iced coffee last night, and that is definitely not going to happen tonight.
My granddad used to make not iced coffee, but he used to make coffee in the summer, and in his conservatory he'd put it in a bottle and put it in his fridge,
right,
and have nice cold, really cold coffee.
Yeah, iced coffee is quite nice actually. Lots of milk.
Idle reverse again here on the Ryanair 73.
Makes a big difference, doesn't it? On the old spray. She's just making the exit though.
He was desperate to get off there, wasn't he?
But you've placed an order for some nice coffee, haven't you, for the office?
I have, yeah. So in my old job, me and my mate Callum, who we called Dave, That's a story for another day.
Yeah.
We didn't have much else to do in the office, so we basically just kept ordering different coffee off Amazon until we found the best one. And we found a really nice bag of coffee that we ended up just buying for the rest of the time that I worked there. And I've been meaning to get some for the office, so we ordered some today. So Andy Brownville will be trying it out for the first time tomorrow. So we'll give it a go. In before he says it's horrible. But no, it is really, really nice. Single origin coffee as well. Fair trade, obviously organic, all that good stuff. But yeah, it's quite nice. Quite a nice morning coffee, that one. Not too strong, you know, like not going to blow your head off.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm very hyped. Yeah, a couple of aircraft pinging up on the ground here. We do have that Turkish Airlines. This is going to be Flight 1996 pinging up. Is heading back to Istanbul. But I think we are ultimately waiting for the King of the Skies, which should be about 15 minutes away, maybe a little bit more. 20,
yeah, maybe 20, I'd say.
Yeah, 20, 50, yeah, about that. 7-year-old Airbus A380-800. Tom, have you ever flown on an A380 before, or a jumbo in general?
No, never.
Are you more of a fan of the Queen of the Skies, though, would you say?
Yeah.
Since that was also your first model, yeah?
I had no choice, I was young. Yeah, I think, ultimately, looks and just the history and success and that, I think 747 all day long over the 380 as much as I like it.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it is iconic, and it was such a shame that ended the production run. That's what, you know.
It's weird, isn't it? Because they decided to end the production run, and because they're like, oh, well, it's not really in demand at the moment, and Etihad are bringing theirs, and you know, apart from maybe Qatar wanting to get rid of theirs again, but there is a slight demand for it at the moment. But
it's a weird limbo, isn't it, for the jumbo jet at the moment? Yeah, it was almost like the 74s were rushed out. You know, like they went really quick compared to the A380s, like Virgin, British Airways, and then all these flag carriers across like Europe. Interesting. Yeah, I think we're still good, still going.
Good. Yeah, sorry about that, folks. Bit of water getting into the connections. As I said to Andy, then we lost the Zoom remote and also the output to the screen in front of me here, both at exactly the same time.
Yeah, it's very nasty, this rain. It's
kind of blowing, like you say, it's blowing sideways into us here at the RVP. Most of the time it kind of comes from behind us, so we're kind of sheltered. But not today, it's the other direction, unfortunately.
Yeah, but stick around, folks, because like I said, the Emirates A380 coming in, and that's going to be an epic end to today's show. It's going to touch down in the pouring rain, and it's going to be a huge spray. It's actually the 8th most tracked aircraft in the world on Flight Radar 24. It's quite common to see the heavies here at Manchester appear on that top 10 list. Loyal Airliners Live fans remained. Yes, you guys know. I mean, when things like that happen, it's usually just a little...
Yeah, you guys know, like, if you watch any of the Airliners live streams, if we don't say goodbye, we will come back unless the fault is absolutely catastrophic that we can't get back online.
Yeah.
But at that point, we will let the mods know and they'll put a message in the chat. So always wait around, guys. We won't just disappear without sort of ending the show.
Heading to Milan is a Ryanair here on 23 right. It's a brand new Max 8200. Only delivered in March. Wow, that is pretty shiny. Like I said, heading off to Milan, Ryanair flight 3218. Coming out of Terminal 3 here at Manchester Airport, as they do.
Turkish A321neo next out. Should be a nice catch.
That is good. Pratt & Whitney action. heading back to Istanbul, a place that's probably a lot warmer than here, if I'm honest. So a drop of rain, yeah.
That's all it takes in this connection here.
Yeah, many drops of rain over many hours. I think you guys can hear it on the stream as well. Oh, listen to them, Pratt & Whitney's.
Look at the lights reflecting there off the front. Looking
It's
beautiful.
nice. Yeah, it's nice.
Wow, love that takeoff.
Yeah,
That was great.
Microsoft Flight Simulator should add an A380, say Richard. Yes.
Cummins, Fly-by-Wire are developing one.
That's going to be awesome.
So, yeah, one is on the way. No doubt it'll take a while to come out, but it is what it is. I love how we've got one dedicated spotter on the mound, and us. I think we're the only two people crazy enough to be here, so...
Yeah. Yeah, and you guys in the chat enjoying it from the comfort of wherever you're watching from. Hope you're having a good week, though. Wednesday, hump day, right? Almost there. I will be back live after this. The next live show on the channel will be Sunday. Unless, guys, we have a little ace up our sleeves for tomorrow evening, because Henry is actually offline for potentially a few weeks as his encoder broke, basically. So he got on site on Thursday to go live for you guys, and literally 5-10 minutes before he was meant to go live, he encountered a fault, and sadly it's not something we can fix. So,
yes, that's already in the post on the way back to live view for repair.
Amazing.
So we'll keep you up to date, obviously, on our socials with the progress of that, guys, but we're getting back as soon as we can.
Kevin D, good afternoon, or good evening.
Hey, Kevin. Good to see you on the weekend, mate.
It was good to see you. And thank you for the help, by the way, just moving things around at the end of the
yeah, appreciate it. Thanks to everybody who helps out as well. Absolute legends.
Everything made it back nice and safe at the office, and it's all pretty much been tidied away now, thanks to help from Sam as well.
Sorry.
This Ryanair coming in from Berlin. Don't think she's going to vacate. A Bravo 1 going to roll past.
Getting that EasyJet lined up next. Spin around to that, because that way where the Ryanair is where the rain's blowing into the camera.
Heading off to Corfu. EasyJet flight 2061. 13-year-old A320. Yeah, thank you. I've seen so many names in the chat about people who were at the task fair on Saturday. I wish I could have spoke to each of you for longer, of course, but it seems like it's such a short event, really. Like,
it does fly by, doesn't it?
It does. Like, we put all this work and stress into the event, and then it comes in and it's just over, like, really quick. Both my mum and dad were both there, actually, as well. Maybe some people might have seen them. There she goes off to Corfu. She wants a blue roll. for the lens.
Yeah, we're going to need it at some point. I mean, you can kind of zoom through it, to be honest.
Here's some anyway if you want it. Joanna saying, I took my dad to Nando's for the first time ever after the fair on Saturday. I don't think he was too impressed.
Oh, was he not?
What happened? What did you get? There's an aircraft about to touch down too. This Ryanair coming from Berlin. It's, like I said, running a little bit late as well. It's a Malta Air. And then this aircraft arriving is coming from Faro. It is an A320 with EasyJet. Also, Tracy Donison with a £2 super chat.
Thank you very much, Tracy.
Saying thank you for streaming for the pleasure of us. No worries, Tracy. Yeah, Joanna, let us know what your dad ordered. Did he just get half a chicken, I guess? Is that the classic? Or did he get a burger?
Jen's a big fan of the Sunset Burger from Nando's.
It's good, that, isn't it?
Really nice, like a chicken burger with like a tomato salsa and cheese on there. Really, really tasty.
He didn't like the fact that he had to get his own knife and fork and they didn't serve coffee.
What?
I thought they'd give you...
You know you went for chicken, right?
I'm sure they give you cutlery. I can't remember having to walk up and get my own.
Maybe they just didn't like him.
Exactly, yeah. Who is he asking for coffee and Nando's?
Coffee, innit? It's not Starbucks.
They do beer in there, don't they? All these Portuguese beers and stuff. I think the last time I went out with my dad, it was Nando's. It is nice, though. It's all about how spicy you go, though, isn't it? Like, how brave are you? I'm definitely a garlic and herb kind of guy.
Oh, yeah?
Not about that extra hot life. There. Ryanair flight 2800 off to Billund. Yeah, as Carla Crawford says in the YouTube chat, hit the like button, folks. It helps us out massively. Let's see how high we can get that like counter to on today's show. I'm just picking up an aircraft in the sky there coming out.
KLM Embraer by the looks of it.
Yeah, it's an aircraft that Tom mentioned he likes is the Embraer 190 coming in. From Amsterdam, KLM flight 1081. Papa Hotel Echo X-Ray Fox on the reg. Dutch Pride. And I think, yeah, Joseph is saying the Emirates is... Wow! The Emirates is already on final.
Oh, yeah.
You might as well catch it then, and then that'll be it, I guess. I didn't realise it was so close. I thought it was coming in at like 10 past.
What do you want?
Yeah, unless you want to get a photo of it.
No, I don't want a photo. What? Did you have a particular clip in mind? Or?
No.
Okay.
It's fine.
I've got that song in my head, you know, the Scat Man.
Yeah.
I'm the Scat Man.
I'm sure you played that like days ago in the office. You're the wet man.
I am.
Oh well, that dried quick. Yeah, it is a very nice looking aircraft, the Embraer E190. Like you said, it's more balanced, right?
A lot more in proportion.
Even the E2 version.
Yeah.
Like, it's just this, like, the right amount of aircraft.
Yeah.
Whereas the 195 standard, not too bad, but the new sort of E2, very much out of proportion.
Yeah. This looks a lot better.
Well, one thing that we really like is the 175.
Yeah.
Because they're the ones with the huge winglets. Well, they're probably the same size as them, but the aircraft's much smaller. So the proportion looks like bigger winglets.
Yeah, I love that one. That's what I love it, man.
So we are just waiting on the last arrival. Got a bit of support in the chat, though. I'm going to catch up on.
Hey, cheers, guys.
Colin Crawford with a £2 super chat saying, let's get a train going, choo choo. And that was followed up by Laurie M with a $5 super chat saying, donation train.
Thanks, Laurie.
Malky Sodat with a £2 super chat saying, choo choo.
We've got the rain train rolling, guys. Bit of a rain train in the show.
A rain train. Terry Edwards with a £2 as well. And Ollie with a 79p. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Emirates A380 should be visible in any second now. Martin's up on the camera still, wrapping up today's show. Cheers, Martin, for jumping
I
up.
feel like I wet my pants, I'll be honest.
It's ridiculous. Huge shout out to Tom from the Departure Lounge podcast.
Yay,
Thank you.
cheers, Tom. Thanks for joining us, mate.
For joining us, and it's been very entertaining. And well, I'm looking forward to the next show, of course, and we'll have to get back onto your show at some point.
Quiz is always available.
Oh, you got no memory card in this anyway.
No, yeah, I took it out because it was on the wrong. Yeah, whatever.
Okay, that's all right. No pressure on me then anymore.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Just filming it like, hey, whoa, where's the plane in there somewhere?
And Eric Hello with a £2 super chat saying choo choo.
Thank you very, very
much. Wow,
much.
that was a big train. Thank you, folks. Really appreciate it. And yes, we've got absolutely drenched today, so we're going to go off and try and dry off. Here comes the king of the sky, Emirates A380. Flight 19, Alpha 6 Echo Uniform Oscar on the reg of the 7-year-old King of the Skies. Think how many gallons of water were just blasted up there, tossed into the air.
Get that APU on and park in front of the RVP here. That'll do.
Dry us off with them big turbo fans. And Jonathan Veitch with a 5 gifted Airliners Live memberships.
Yeah, thank you very, very much, dude.
Thank you. Wow, that's massive.
Really appreciate that.
Thank you, Jonathan. A mighty gift drop for a mighty aircraft. The Emirates A380. And we had that almost all to ourselves here at the RVP. A few brave spotters here watching the King of the Skies drop what was an amazing landing.
I thought you were going to say drop 5 gifties then.
Who knows?
Pilot on board. Yeah,
proper multitasking. Yeah, and then that kind of wraps up all the exciting things coming in. And we got a Ryanair and the Brathens ATR on approach at the moment. But for now, this is kind of wrapping up, which has been kind of an epic show, actually, here on the Midweek Madness. 4 p.m.
Midweek wetness.
Yeah, that's it. Certainly, they've got a clip of it saying that's one way to clear the rain off the runway. It certainly is. A380 off to Milan, and we'll catch the King of the Skies taxiing past him. Arguably the best view on the planet of an A380 as he taxis back past us at the RVP. Thanks for tuning in today, though, folks, especially those who have tuned in on like Facebook, Twitch, and Kick, I believe.
Yeah, and Facebook, yeah. Sorry, you said Facebook, didn't you?
Yeah, and then obviously YouTube. You guys are the guys, you guys, week in, week out here, watching us live. We stream every Sunday and Wednesday. Sunday from 10 a.m. UK time and Wednesday from 4 p.m. We usually do a Vancouver show every Thursday from 7 p.m. UK time, which is 11 a.m. Vancouver time. Sadly, that's offline for a couple of weeks, just as we get some equipment repaired. And stay tuned, as Fezza will be making a return soon as well on the Monday evening, 6 p.m. Here comes the King. All rise for the King of the Skies. Seb saying he's on finals at Manchester at the moment, flying for the virtual airline.
Cheers, Seb. Thank you, mate.
Good luck. There we go, the King of the Skies. What a view. That's something else. Wow. What do you think, Tom?
Beautiful, isn't it?
Stunning.
Absolutely amazing. Very difficult to find another airport with that view.
Absolutely. He's got it all, Manchester, mate.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll move up here tomorrow.
Mate, you're the cameraman if you want. It's always sunny.
I'll get on the phone to my job. Hang on.
Right, I think we'll wrap it up there though, folks. Guys, if you're watching on YouTube, of course, make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit that bell icon to get notifications as to when we go live. Twitch, make sure you follow. Facebook, follow, and all that good stuff. And if you want to follow us on social media, Twitter is the best place for that. At Airliners Live, go give us a follow.
And it's the bottom red one whenever you're ready, son. With the volumes there now, obviously.
Yes. Amazing, guys. I hope you've enjoyed. Thank you, Tom, for joining us as well.
Thank you, Tom. Great to have you on, mate.
Yeah,
thank you. My pleasure.
Yeah, go subscribe to Departure Lounge Podcast on YouTube, right?
That's right. Yep.
And you'll be live. When are you going to be returning? Sunday?
Returning Saturday evening for a flight sim stream, but the podcast is this Sunday. Rate My Liveries.
And we'll definitely be on again in the future, so make sure you subscribe to them. And check out also the last appearance of Airliners Live, which was last year in May, which is still available on their channel. There we go, folks. And a big shout out to Martin as well for jumping on the camera there at the end as well.
Can't let you all just be the only one to get wet, mate. It's good fun, actually.
It actually was good fun, to be fair.
Enjoyed it.
Amazing, guys. We'll catch you on the next one.
Bye.
See you Sunday, 10 a.m.
Cheers, guys. Ta-ra.
Cheers, everyone.
Throwing hundreds in the holy water, just a backseat driver flying undercover. A nice suit and a family name, says he'll make me a star if I just play the game. But that man doesn't know that I am bulletproof. Keep one foot on the sky and a foot on the road. I'm not doing this to try to make a name. I just like the way it feels on it, the way it looks on me. Still got the fire when you try to be a flood, 'cause I like the way it feels on it. That little rush, rush, rush of blood. I hear your secrets, I know your plans. Ain't no way out without your blood on my hands. I talk to demons, I scream your name. They always save the best for the businessman. I'm not doing this to try to make a name. I just like the way it feels on it, the way it looks on me. Still got the fire when you try to be a flood, 'cause I like the way it feels on it. That little rush, rush, rush of blood. That rush of blood, I'll use it for good. That rush of blood, I'll use it for good. Throwing hundreds in the holy water, just a backseat driver flying undercover. Different faces, but they're always the same. Say they'll make you a star if you'll just sign your